It would help if I had my microphone unmuted. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Troxel Sports Talk. Back at it with another one. We got the Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. What's going on, Ray Thompson? What's going on, Joseph Marshall, Fishing Essential, Lizard Plays? How's everyone going? Lizard Plays says, let's go Saints. Joseph Marshall says, let's go Vikings. I am going for the New Orleans Saints. There ain't going to be no Minneapolis Miracle here. What's going on, Victor? What's going on, Arku? How's everyone going? Lizard Play says Saints will crush them. Arku says Vikings have no chance. Lizard Play says I'm still shocked about the Titans. Yeah, that game was crazy. Shout out to the Tennessee Titans beating the New England Patriots. First time since 2010 the New England Patriots will not be playing in the AFC title game. Lizard Play says, let's get it. Absolutely. Fishing Essential says, go Derrick Henry. Absolutely. Joseph Marshall says, I whipped out my signed Dante Culpepper jersey. Lizard Play says, go Ryan Tannehill. Fishing Essential says, Henry carried. Absolutely. Derrick Henry is the truth. Joseph Marshall says I wore this jersey during the Minneapolis Miracle. Lizard Play says that defensive touchdown at the end, though. Yeah, that was crazy. Lizard Play says, oh my god. Fisher says, just to top it off with a cherry, goodbye Brady. Joseph Marsh says, last pass of Brady's career was a pick six. They are saying that what do you call it? He does not plan to retire. Now, was that the last pass of his Patriots career though? There's going to be a lot of talks this off season. Fishing such says trade him to the Lions. Well, he is a free agent, so there is no trade. Joseph Marshall says as long as he isn't in New England. Lizard Play says people are saying that Brady are coming to my Chargers. Joseph Marshall says, oh God, it's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Fishing Essential says bribe them. So we got this Vikings Saints game, followed by the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons and Lakers today. Everyone, we got a good set of games today. I'm excited. Lizard Play says someone's gonna do a WWE move. I know it. Joseph Marshall says we need him. Victor says go Harrison Smith and the Vikings. Joseph Marshall says go Vikings. I got a moderator tag on the line. Fishing Essential says go Marshawn. That is false, Troy Aikman. It is not won and lost by a quarterback. It is won and lost by running the football and stopping the run. Got to play good defense. Got to run the football. And that will open up a play action, a shot down the field, different things like that. What's going on, Brady? How's it going? Saints deserve to win because of last year. Think of anything for when you lose the bet, Travis? It's not what they deserve, it's what they earn. Well, I will say that the advantage at quarterback goes to the New Orleans Saints. Advantage Minnesota for run game. Delvin Cook is a little bit better than Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara needs a guy that's the bruiser type, and he could be the finesse guy, kind of like a Thunder and Lightning. But we got 10 in the building. If we could get 10 likes on the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. Our goal is to get at least 50 likes on the stream. Delvin Cook, their defense, says Joseph Marshall. Fishing Essential says yes, Vikings play bad defense. Lizard Play says I think the Titans will beat the Ravens. Joseph Marshall says Saints play bad playoff games. I think you're a little bit fishing on that one, Joseph Marshall. You do realize that the Saints lost last year due to a missed call. No excuse, but the facts is the facts. Victor says go Harrison Smith, Hunter, and Delvin Cook, and the rest of the Vikings. Joseph Marshall says if the Titans beat the Ravens, it's going to be a oh stuff moment. What's going on, Demon Dad? Says what's up, Trox? I got the Vikings because as a Bengals fan, I'm partial to Mike Zimmer. All right, sorry about that. What's going on? 420 Day says prediction: Saints, Seahawks, LSU all win. Go Drew Brees and the Saints says Lizard plays. Joseph Marsh says, and in all fairness, they did say Roby Coleman would have had a pick six if he turned around, and he didn't. The Saints receiver, so Rams would have won regardless. Lizard Play says Saints have home field advantage. What's going on, Mondo Raymore? Says Sup Trox. What's going on, brother? All right, we will be bringing in the game audio here shortly.
Saints were on this field for a playoff game was against the Rams in what Drew Brees called the most devastating loss in his career. And then he said, year before we go to Minnesota, and that ended crazy too. He told me, here we are again. It's all in front of us. We have nothing to lose. Drew Brees holds at least 8 major records. He told me this week I'd trade them all in for one more Super Bowl and a chance to celebrate with my teammates. For more on the Vikings,
yeah, that is true, Demon Dad.
Well, Aaron, a moment ago, Mike Zimmer sat alone and stared in silence. That is different right now. From one dome team to another, the Vikings are leaning on an old Brett Favre tactic to handle the noise here. They had Kirk Cousins in practice in a walkthrough, whisper the plays
to all
his
Lions
teammates,
laughing at
but have
the
to strain to
Patriots.
hear and be hypersensitive to the plays.
105,
But veteran
1992.
Kyle Rudolph had the best idea when he told me, look, we should know where to line up and what the play is without hearing the call. In this game, in this building, the less communication, the better. Sounds like a plan, Joe.
Yeah, no doubt, Chris. And for everybody out there, Spanish language broadcast available today on Fox Deportes. The Vikings won the toss, and they have elected to receive the ball.
All right, so Saints will get the ball to start the second half. The Vikings will start the game with the ball.
Right out of the gate.
And that is a touchback.
We will give you Aikman's angles for the Minnesota Vikings here in this playoff game.
Well, you look at Kirk Cousins, clearly he's going to have to be a factor in this ball game. But not only does he have to play well, Joe, but I think he's going to have to make up at times for the mistakes of those around him. If an offensive lineman gets beat, get rid of the ball and don't take a sack. And then, of course, on the other side, you think back to the last time the Saints lost here at home against the Atlanta Falcons and the pressure they were able to get on Drew Brees.
Here's a little play.
All right, second and 10. There is a flag on the play.
Incomplete, but a flag is down. Pressure by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the crowd won't like this.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 20, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So instead of second and 10, it's 5 yards forward to the 30 because of this hold.
Got Janoris Jenkins as Stephon Diggs working to get away from him. You can expect the
Janoris Jenkins was the guilty party.
A fair amount of man coverage. And they're going to continue with that theme here this afternoon.
Here's Dalvin Cook. Missed the last 2 games with a bad shoulder. And
all right,
if you believe Mike Zimmer and why
second
not, he's
and
usually
1.
brutally honest. He said he looks fantastic this week in practice. Gets 9.
Wait, why isn't this
second and 1?
Well, a fresh leg Dalvin Cook, and clearly this is a different offense when he's in the lineup. And for the Vikings to have any chance, he's going to have to be a key factor throughout this game.
Hold on,
Awkward start to the play. This pass is caught by
already.
Thielen, and that's a first down, but the ball's out. An early turnover. Bell gets it on the toss. Von Bell down the sideline. Inside the 10 on the fumble by Thielen.
Thielen with the fumble.
Janoris Jenkins, he comes up and he's able to get his helmet. It looked like essentially on the ball that knocked it out. It was going to be a minimal gain, but yet let's take a look at it here. That's just a great job by Janoris Jenkins coming up and being able to make a play, a little reckless with the ball. There's the left foot of Von Bell out of bounds, but a big play defensively by Dennis Allen's group here on the opening possession.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable that Janoris Jenkins, and they've moved the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line. That's where the Saints have it at the moment. Janoris Jenkins has been with the Giants, was put on waivers, picked up by the Saints.
Let's see what the Saints have now.
Running away with the South. 5 total interceptions on the year for Janoris Jenkins. He's taken over as the starter. Eli Apple out with a
Mondo,
ankle.
I was that was like my 5th or
Saints,
maybe
not
6th
sure
season
they're not better suited in this game
of my
against
life.
the Vikings on the outside with Jenkins, who's now the starter at corner opposite Marshawn Lattimore.
Well,
like
it was a great move
92,
by the organization. Mickey Loomis
it's
and Jeff
faint,
Ireland and
but I
Charles
do kind of like
along
remember
with,
a little bit
with
about
Sean Payton.
1992.
When he was available and Eli Apple was struggling, they just said, hey, he's a guy who can help us. He's an insurance policy as we get ready for the postseason. And then Eli Apple goes down, and he steps right in as a veteran guy who's got a lot of games under his belt. And here he makes a big play in Wildcard weekend.
We're still waiting to figure out where the ball is going to be placed. Initially, it looked like inside the 10. Then we showed you the left foot of Von Bell stepped out of bounds, and now we're going into review.
All right. There is some copyrighted music, so I do have to mute it. There is a booth review for the placement of the ball. What's going on, Gridiron Blitz? Mondo says, I hear you, Trox. I was at Pontiac Silverdome. That's what's up. Joseph Marshall says, go Vikings. Mondo says, sup, Gridiron. So after this game, I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. So we're going to be having some fun today. What's going on, Rick H? Dean Dad says, you got a shot against the Lakers tonight? Question mark. I mean, if our third quarter woes, gets fixed, maybe. Oh man, I can't believe they only scored 16 points against 32 points against the Clippers. Single-handedly took them out the game. Mondo says, Gridiron Blitz, I had to humble, get this, Lions fans, yes, Detroit Lions fans, who find it funny the Patriots were eliminated, defending their Super Bowl title in a playoff game. Should I get them? What's going on, AT?
New Orleans, please set the game clock for 14:10.
They determined that Bell stepped out of the 37. Meanwhile, Mike Pereira, it looked like a false start at the beginning of the play.
Clearly is a false start, Joe. Lifted before the ball was snapped. Not one of those that was just right as the ball was being snapped, but really in this case the Saints catch a break because that play should have been shut down, period.
Adam Thielen did not fumble during the regular season. This was a Saints team that was plus 15 in that turnover differential. Number 2 in the league of the Patriots. Here is Kamara on the first play from scrimmage for New Orleans, taking it inside the 35 for a gain of 4. And we go back to Aikman's angles on what your thoughts are for New Orleans.
Well, I think it's real simple. For the Saints, they just continue to do what
Appreciate
they've done,
that,
and that is protect the football. They don't turn it over, and they give Breeze time in the pocket.
When he is a
And
free
those
agent,
two things alone makes this
Cali.
Saints team an awfully difficult group to beat. And then for the defense, the Green Bay Packers, the last time the Vikings played a meaningful game, got after them, that defensive front.
Former Viking Latavius Murray is a yard short of a first down. Brought down by Anthony Barr. The Saints, by the way, just had their first opening drive takeaway of the season.
Mondo says Lakers without Bron, AD, and Kuzma would beat the Pistons.
On their opening drive with a turnover, and
Blizzard Play says Chargers are my team. West
right
Branch Brawl says ask all the NFL fan base about the Titans Patriots game. And got a first down.
And he picks up the first down.
Taysom Hill.
He'll play quarterback. He'll catch passes. He'll run it. And during the regular season, averaged just under 6 yards a carry. And he's now 6 for 7 on the year on 3rd down and 1.
You always hear the coaches say, hey, the more you can do, there's no.
All right, ball's at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Lined up there at fullback, able to pick up the 3rd and short.
Ready for 90. Yes, sir. Hey, 352, Mike 5-4. Ready. We're ready. Set.
Breeze throws, pass caught. Thomas out of bounds with another first down. Record-setting year, 149 catches.
And that's a first down by Michael Thomas.
And the 7th best receiving yardage total in the history of the league at over 1,700 this season.
Not surprised Sean Payton puts Michael Thomas in the slot position. The Vikings are undermanned in the secondary. They've got injuries. The slot position is a vulnerable spot in this game.
There's a flag on the play.
Incomplete. Breeze was only sacked 12 times this year. He gets rid of the ball quickly. This time there was nothing there but a flag.
The use of hands to the face. Number 97, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Against Everson
Let's
Griffin.
go. Automatic first down.
Look at it. Got that left hand up underneath the face.
Hands to the face.
That's what drew the flag. And right now the Vikings just trying to get a hold of themselves a little bit. And it's up to this defense to see whether or not they can come up with a stop and force the Saints to settle for 3 points. This is a defense that throughout the year has been awfully good in keeping teams out of the end zone.
Number 2 in the red zone for the regular season for the Vikings defensively. Here's Murray.
Latavius Murray with a no gain.
The first guy to meet him. A gain of just
2nd
1.
and goal.
Aaron touched on it that Drew Brees has just about every meaningful record in the history of the league at the quarterback position, including touchdown passes and total yardage at over 77,000 yards. Kamara back in there.
Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Ready. Hey, easy. We're good. We're good. 5-5. Ready. We're ready. We're set.
Quick setup and throw. Pass caught by Cook.
All right,
And
Cook
Jared Cook
at
in
the
his
5.
first year with the Saints. With his 5th team in his NFL career, gets 4 third down and goal coming up.
Well, Drew Brees is so good at the line of scrimmage. You hear he's about to check out of the play, and then all of a sudden the Vikings give the look. He's okay then with what they had called. He sticks with it. And that was one where he expected Cook to come out of that break a little bit more, and that's why it was a little bit off for a guy who throws the ball as accurately as Drew Brees does, you know, those are misses, not because of errant throws, just because of not being on the same page.
They're down and goal. Brees chase down.
Oh, got sacked.
And the Vikings
Ball at the
defense makes
11.
play. First and goal. The Saints don't get in. A loss of 7 as Hunter and Griffin combine for the stop.
It's an outstanding job. These are the key pass rushers here on the outside, and can they get inside and make a play on Drew Brees and get the pressure? Typically,
Man, whoever
on outside
71
pressure,
is.
Brees has the ability then to step up. But these guys, the way they're able to win on the outside, you don't see that often from these two offensive tackles. They've been outstanding.
All right, Will Lutz set to kick the field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good.
And this Vikings defense, which has been a top 3 red zone defense.
All right. There is some copyrighted music, so I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. After this game, we got the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at Lakers. We are definitely going to have some fun today, folks. I am going for the New Orleans Saints. Oh, wow, Joseph Marshall. That's crazy. .420 every day says South Central LA is Raiders area. West Branch Ball says who should relocate, the Jaguars or Chargers? West Branch Ball says the Rams got LA with their Super Bowl 53 appearance, while the Chargers are still having the San Diego in them. Deem said, great job, D. I'll take it. What's going on, MonStar? How's it going? I did share out MonStar Sports and Entertainment. They are live for this game as well. They are part of the Sports Movement Network Entertainment. As well as the Gridiron Blitz is also live as well. So we are definitely here to give you guys all the best content possible. Because that's what the Sports Movement Network does. Team Dad said hoping for 2 good games like we had yesterday.
To keep the Saints out of the end zone here after that early takeaway. Saints the last 3 years 24-5 when they score first, including the postseason, and Will Lutz now has made 18 straight as he knocked it home from 29 yards away.
All right, the kick is up. And it's a touchback.
Knee back to the 25, and we look back at the season in review for the Vikings.
Okay, there is some copyright music. I do got to mute it for while they're setting up the, switching out their players.
And Mike Zimmer.
Alrighty, we are back.
Hope that a healthy Thielen, who's already fumbled, and a healthy Dalvin Cook gets them back to where they were when they won 6 of 7. Toss to Cook out across the 30, and he does look fresh as he picks up 7.
All right, second and 3.
Cousins is tired of hearing about opportunity and then opportunity lost. There are his numbers this season. His career record at 44, 42 and 2, but 6 and 30 against teams that ended the year over 500, including 0-1 as a starter in the postseason.
Yeah, and don't think that that's lost on Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's had to answer all those questions. He's been answering them for a long time.
All right, come on, defense.
Go a long way in keeping that from happening any longer.
Here's Cook. He gets to the 35, and we'll see if they give enough for the first down.
So I think if you look at the Vikings,
all right,
the last
first
time
down.
they played a meaningful game was Week 16 against the Green Bay Packers, and they did not play well at all. This offense was not good, and the offensive line just simply got manhandled in that game. And Mike Zimmer had a decision to make last week as to who he was going to play. Was he going to try to get them back with a little bit of momentum? He rested a lot of players, so we'll see whether or not that benefits the Vikings.
Here's Cook, well played up front.
All right, there we go.
Defensively is Shy Tuttle. Big number 99, and Demario Davis came in on the stop, a loss of 1.
That's a great job also by Janoris Jenkins. Look how he comes in from the cornerback position, and he forces it back inside. This is the play that the Vikings like. They like the wide stretch game. Give Dalvin Cook some cutback lanes. Don't let him get on the edge. And Janoris Jenkins already being a factor with the turnover, forcing the fumble, and then on that last play.
2nd and 11. Out of the backfield, it's the rookie Madison. And he's knocked down with a pickup of 10.
3rd and 1.
Shy of a first down by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Pretty good patience there by Kirk Cousins. They're trying to take a shot on this play, and they want to run a double move. Janoris Jenkins is a guy who will bite on some routes, but he hangs tight. He's there on Stephon Diggs. That's going to be the matchup when they're in man coverage today. Speed and quickness on speed and quickness with Jenkins on Diggs, and then Marshawn Lattimore on Adam Thielen.
Toss to Cook, running left, picks it
Got
up
the
and
first
more,
down.
takes it into Saints territory. This is a New Orleans defense that has not allowed a 100-yard rusher over their past 42 games. They did, however, give up some big rushing days to the 49ers in Week 14. They allowed 162 and just under 7 yards a carry. And then at Tennessee, just under 6 yards a carry, 149 yards rushing allowed in that ball game. On first down, the pass is caught. Tight end made that grab, and that was for a gain of 5.
All right.
16th ranked offense, coordinated by Kevin Stefanski, who will interview this week for both the Browns head coaching position and the top spot in Carolina.
I think the yardage for the Vikings is a little misleading. When you're a team that runs the ball as much as the Vikings do, the
2nd
way
and
that
5.
the league ranks these teams, you're never going to rank as high as you probably should.
Toss to Madison, running right.
Got the
Good
first down to the 30.
And a first down carry. That was Irv Smith, the rookie tight end, out there running interference with a good block and a carry of 15 yards by Madison.
Yeah, they get the lead block then by Irv Smith, and then Adam Thielen also helped seal the edge, and they're able to get Madison then on the corner, and that's one of the reasons why, as I said, the Vikings are optimistic in this ball game. Not only do they have a healthy Dalvin Cook, but they also have a healthy Alexander Madison, who missed the last 3 games of the season.
Thielen flips to Diggs. Looked like he wanted to throw.
Oh, and it got a tackle for loss. Let's go.
As Janoris Jenkins was the first guy there. And Malcolm Brown came in to clean it up, a loss of 5.
2nd and 15.
Number 11 defense for the Saints. They are 4th against the run. And they're all pro. Cam Jordan at 15.5 sacks, a career high, coming off the edge.
Well, that last play backfired on the Vikings. They've used Diggs in that role before. He missed a wide open Kirk Cousins.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
It did look like they were trying to get the ball out of his hands, and instead he ends up taking a loss.
2nd and 15. Pass down the middle is too high for Rudolph. Let's go back to that first down play.
All right, 3rd and 15.
Thielen to Diggs, and then Diggs.
Almost had an interception. If Bell would have ran hard.
And here it comes back to Diggs, and They've got Kirk Cousins who's going to try to help secure it, but that's just a guy in Stephon Diggs who hasn't played quarterback. You know, typically you just throw the ball out of bounds and you don't lose any yardage. Instead, he hangs on to it. You know, he was told all week long, if it's not there, just run. It didn't look like he gave any consideration to just throwing it away.
Quick throw, pass caught, and B.C. Johnson tripped himself at the 25, and the field goal unit will come on for the Vikings.
All right, fourth down.
It's a good drive overall. I mean, they were moving the ball well. They had the running game going, and then the big loss there on first down pretty much killed it. But if they're able to hit this and then match field goals, that's a good job.
Dan Bailey set to kick.
It goes back to the great effort by this Vikings defense keeping the Saints out of the end zone.
43-yard try by Dan Bailey. Perfect.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
And this game is...
It is a tied ball game, folks. 3-3. 4:05 remaining in the first. Oh, absolutely. Joseph Marshall says close game. We do got 25 in the building. Let's get those thumbs up. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. I will be doing all the NFL playoff games, as well as the national title game and Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, I will be doing a little bit more college basketball as well as NBA basketball. I will be your home for the March Madness. And we are going to have some fun. William Pittman, what's going on, brother? Says, hey, what's up? Back from church. That's what's up. West Branch Ball says, go green, go blue. What's going on, sweet bread? How's it going? Deem Dad says OHIO. Alright, we will be getting set to resume the game audio here shortly.
Pan Man of the Year. The comeback player of the year. He's been a Super Bowl MVP. He's done it all.
All right, ball to 15, 20, 25. There is a flag on the play.
Down at the 25 by Holton Hill.
Personal foul. Illegal double team block. Number 30, receiving team. Half the
come
distance
on.
to the goal. First down.
That hurts.
That's against Ricky Ortiz.
That hurts.
And that'll move the ball back to the 12. Shakira and Jennifer.
All right, there is some copyright music. I do got to mute it for.
games.
All right.
New Orleans wins. They go to Green Bay late Sunday here on Fox next week.
All right,
Vikings
first and
win.
10. 3:58
With the
remaining in the
49ers.
first.
Pretty incredible for a 13-3 team. to
Ball
be a
at the
number 3
12.
seed. That doesn't happen very often.
Only the third time to be exact. Second time it's happened to the Saints. Quick set up and throw, and Thomas makes the catch, and he's thrown to the ground by Rhodes after a gain of 6.
All right, second and
Look at
4.
this offense for the Saints, a top 10 offense, and they've done that 14 straight years. They have an all-pro at right tackle. And then in the backfield, Kamara and Murray with the all-pro Michael Thomas on the outside, and Jared Cook's had a big year at tight end.
He sure has. He's bounced around a little bit here over the years, but he has been awfully good for this Saints team this season.
Kamara met in the
Alvin
backfield
Kamara
with
with
the
a 1-yard loss. It's 3rd and 5.
and a good start for this Vikings defense. A loss of 2 on that play.
Yeah, Anthony Barr, he's just able to shoot underneath the block, and he hits Alvin Kamara right there in the backfield. It's a nice job on his part of being able to defeat a block and use some of his athleticism. A guy who went to college there at UCLA, began his collegiate career as a running back.
I knew you'd get UCLA in there. Nick Easton was an extra offensive lineman, and he whiffed on that block. Here's Breeze, pressured, and the pass is incomplete.
Come on.
Everson Griffin was back there. And
Where
it's a
was the
3 and
protection
out.
on that play?
This time they move Everson Griffin inside right here. And he's able to put a spin move then on Andrus Peat. That's one of the things that he does very well, a la Dwight Freeney. And that's a look that I've not seen from the Minnesota Vikings before, moving Everson Griffin inside and using it against a guy who missed a lot of time at left guard, Andrus Peat.
Marcus Sherrills is back with the Vikings, and he calls for a fair catch. Near his own 35, 48-yard.
All right, there is some copyrighted music I do got to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. It is 2:36 remaining in the ball game. It's a 3-3 tie. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. Appreciate everyone who's in the building. You guys are truly awesome. If you guys can, please give the stream a thumbs up. Every single thumbs up will help the stream get out. What's going on, Brandon? Says Whodat 31 and Vikings 17 final. Stoltman says they always say wear the protection quarterback. Nah, man, homeboy just totally forgot to pick up his man. Like he allowed a person go inside to go get Drew Brees untouched. Like, at least hit the man. Oh man, it's gonna be one of these games. We'll see, Joseph Marshall. Don't count all your eggs before they hatch. William, I got the New Orleans Saints winning. Now, maybe it is a little biased because I am a Detroit Lions fan, but I do enjoy Drew Brees and what he brings to the table.
inside the dome as Cook hits it hard over the left side and picks up 10, maybe 11, and gets a first down. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Vikings come into this game as a heavy underdog, and Mike Zimmer told us, we're going down to New Orleans and we're going to win. Nobody believes that, but we're going to New Orleans and we're going to win, and they've held their own here early. Cook to midfield.
Well, all that matters, Joe, is the 53 guys that are in that locker room as long as they believe. And there's no doubt that they do. You know, if they come in and they do the things that they're built to do, and so far in this game they've done it. They've gotten Dalvin Cook going, running the football. They look awfully good coming off the line of scrimmage. The defensive front has looked quicker than what the Saints offensive line has been, and then they've been able to make key stops like they did in the red zone and then forcing the punt on the last possession.
Toss to Madison running left. Looks like there's going to be a hold. Madison with a nice carry, picked up 11, but it's coming back.
Holding. Number 19. Offense.
Adam Thielen with the holding call.
Well, they get Adam Thielen here. He's done this a few times now already in this ball game of cracking down. I didn't, quite honestly, I didn't see a whole lot there initially, but these receivers, you look at the way they've been able to run the football, particularly Madison, when he's been able to get there out on the edge on the couple of times that he's had it. These receivers have done a really nice job of getting involved in some of those blocks at that second level.
Well, that's a big call. Takes a first down away, makes it 2nd and 17. Forces Cousins to the air. Rudolph shakes one tackle and takes it up to the 49. Now Rudolph has been more and more involved, and he kind of picked up the slack with Adam Thielen second half of the year missing 6 games. He gets 9 there for a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, early on he was doing a lot more blocking than what he had been accustomed to, but this is a Vikings
3rd and 8,
that runs a lot
50
of
seconds remaining.
Sets, a lot of 2-back sets, more than any other offense in football.
Cousins.
And he got the sack. Let's go.
Trey Hendrickson.
4th down. Let's go.
Coming off a career high 4.5 sacks, a loss of 6.
Well, they're running the deep crossers.
What's going on, Ricky?
To me, like Cousins had time to get this ball out of hands. Clearly, the protection was good, and then how much coverage was on the back end. I thought it could have come out, and he had chances down the field, or if nothing else, maybe he could come underneath and give the guy a chance to run for it.
First quarter is going to expire here. The Saints lost Marcus Davenport, last year's first-round pick. Hurt against the 49ers week 4.
All right, that is the end of 1. When we come back, the Saints are going to get the ball back. Ricky, I am going for the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, Demon Dad, I don't know what Kirk Cousins was thinking about. Even if you, even if you make it to 4th down, okay, throw the ball away. Like, what are you doing? I'll take that sack, though. So after this game, I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Lakers and the Pistons. For everyone that's new in the building, if we could get this stream up to 50 likes, it'd be greatly appreciated. Every single like does help the channel grow. I will be doing every single NFL playoff game, including the Super Bowl, as well as the national title game, LSU versus Clemson. I will be your home for March Madness as well, because after the NBA or after the NFL Super Bowl, I will be doing more NBA and NCAA basketball. So we're gonna have some fun on this channel. That's what we like to do, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm always going to give it to home field advantage. You know. But, I mean, whoever runs the football more will always have the advantage. You know, right now, Minnesota's showing that, you know, they can run the football.
And it will begin with a punt. After the sack, it's 4th and 14. Colquitt with Deontay Harris, the all-pro rookie returner, waiting for it. Averaged just under 9.5 yards a return. Booming punt. And it takes a hop into the end zone, and that,
All right, we got a touchback.
Colquitt will be his first touchback of the season. Out to the 20 it comes, and we'll be right back after this from Progressive.
Really? Didn't y'all just come back from commercial? I do got to mute it for commercials and copyright music. As soon as it resumes, I do resume the game audio.
Colquitt was the only punter this season to not have a touchback. He hit it 57 yards, but into the end zone, out to the 20. And the Saints, who have run 10 plays, had a season-low 25 first-quarter yards. They go to work in a 3-3 game.
This defensive front has gotten after him pretty good, you know, here in the early going. And
what's going on,
Payton
Chris?
likes the screen game. He runs a lot of, maybe more than anybody in the NFL. I'd expect to see a little more of that dialed up.
To the sideline, and the pass is caught by Thomas.
There we go, Michael Thomas.
15 yards, and somehow Michael Thomas hung on going to the ground out of bounds.
That's a nice job. Ball's out, you know, and then to be able to make the catch and keep his toes in play, and that's a great job by a great player.
Pass is caught by the tight end Hill, and he is knocked down immediately by Eric Wilson. A gain of 1. Chris Myers, this Vikings defense off to a fast start.
Yeah, Joe, the vibe on their sideline here that they feel their defensive front four is winning the battle to get to Breeze. Now, which 4 D linemen is what they hope catches the Saints offensive line off guard. And with Danielle Hunter and Griffin, as Troy pointed out, moving inside, they hope that continues to work.
Second down and 9. Here's the
Oh, almost got it intercepted by Hunter.
So you got your screen, but Danielle Hunter went up and batted it away.
And it's a good thing he did. It sure looked like there was a convoy out in front if Drew Brees is able to get this out. You know, Hunter at 6'5", he's just able to go up and make a play, but look at the offensive line and what they had out in front of them to be able to run that screen game, and that's good work.
All right, 39. Some money down. Got to convert this.
Here's Everson Griffin inside again, as well as Danielle Hunter.
Breeze pass is caught well short of a first down.
What are you doing? Get to the sticks!
And so far, the Vikings have had answers for the Saints offense.
Yeah, so Everson Griffin and then Danielle Hunter, they line up inside. And you ask, well, why do they necessarily do that? The outside tackles, that's really the strength of this offensive line. It's a good offensive line overall, but if you're able to get inside pressure on Breeze, that's where he struggles. And if there is a weak spot, it's interior-wise for the New Orleans Saints. And that's a pretty good scheme there by Mike Zimmer. Being able to apply the pressure, they certainly forced the ball out quick, and another punt.
Sherrills weaving his way, knocked down just
Ball
short
to the
of a
29.
37-yard return.
Oh, absolutely, Deem Dad. That was horrible play calling. What are the Saints doing? Oh, yeah, absolutely, Chris. Hey, Joseph Marshall, they not the Aints anymore. At least they won a Super Bowl. No, the Lions haven't. But the Panthers don't jump on the football in the Super Bowl. Got beat up by old man Peyton Manning. That end game is weak, or Drew Brees has met Father Time like Brady. What's going on, AT? Sweatbright says Lions just need to draft free safeties and linebackers. Nah, I haven't 420.
We've seen 6 total punts, 9 total first downs, no plays of 20 or more yards. As Dalvin Cook carries brought down by Hendrickson, who has a sack, a gain of 3.
Well, you look at the Vikings offense, and of course they're running the football well. Kirk Cousins is 5 of 6, and you always want to start.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
You want easy completions. All quarterbacks do. Thought it was
but Rob Parker is a joke.
Got him going, and even though he's 5 of 6, I haven't seen that completion yet that tells me that he's been able to calm down. I still think the game's moving pretty fast for him.
Toss to Thielen, who fumbled on the first possession, and Adam Thielen able to lunge across the 35. Aaron Andrews, I know you talked to Cam Jordan about
third down.
Cousins.
Yeah, I said what rattles Kirk Cousins, Cam. He said we got to hit him early.
Come on,
He
Saints,
gets
be
very
great.
skittish if he feels the pressure coming and he starts releasing the ball early as well. Get to him, hit him hard, make him very skittish.
Third down and 4 for Cousins in this Vikings offense. Cousins throws.
Oh, almost had it intercepted. But that is 4th and 4.
He came close. 4th down.
A lot of contact at the top of that route. P.J. Williams, I don't know, it's a, you know, playoff football and you let him play, and you're right. I mean, that ball could have very easily have been intercepted by P.J. Williams, but yet it looked like there was no call there. There certainly could have been one.
Colquitt hits a good punt. Harris back inside the 15.
Ball at the 20, 25. Ball at the 29-yard line.
You be the judge. Penalty.
All right, there is copyright music. I do got to mute it for. There is 11:30 left in the first half. Scores tied 3-all. Yeah, he is over the top. Don't let Cousins help beat you. What's going on? Motor City Sports says, I want the Saints to win, but the refs have been helping the Saints throughout this game. From the Metro Detroit, Sweatbread. Oh, okay. You in Lansing? That's what's up. I used to head over to Lansing a lot. I want to say from like 2007 to maybe 2000 and maybe like 2015. Okay, you were born in Chicago. That's what's up.
By State Farm.
All right,
Beautiful
we are back, folks.
On the 5th of January, 2020. This wild card matchup, number 3 seeded Saints, number 6 seeded Vikings. 3-3 game, and we'll ask Mike Pereira about that third down play here in a moment as Kamara gets dumped by Trey Waynes. Let's go back to this play, Mike.
Well, Troy, you said there was a lot of contact at the top of the route. You were right. P.J. Williams here is going to hook him here and hold him, but it also keeps Williams in the play and allows him to come around the front and knock the ball away. To me, that should have been defensive holding.
Instead, the punt followed, and now 2nd and 5 for New Orleans. Taysom Hill back at quarterback. Breeze at the top of the screen. Hill keeps.
Taysom Hill with the first down, ball to the
Crosses the
47, 46.
Weatherly missed the early tackle, and Hill turned it into a first down.
Well, watch Ryan Ramczyk, the job that he does. He starts down, and then it collapses the defensive end, but then he peels back. So he helps be a blocker and helps open up that lane then for Taysom Hill in order to get inside the block and pick up that first down. Good execution, good design there by Sean Payton.
Breeze out, Taysom Hill stays in.
I don't like any play with Drew Brees on the sidelines.
Hill gonna throw deep down the middle. Harris.
Oh, got it to the 5.
How about that play?
Let's go. Let's go. Taysom Hill aired it out.
Payton, and I mentioned to him about the arm strength of 40-year-old Drew Brees, and he talked about Taysom Hill and his ability to deliver the deep ball. That's a great move on the outside by Deontay Harris on that route. And yet, even Deontay Harris, with his speed and Hill's arm, he's got to hold up and wait for it. Otherwise, this is a walk-in touchdown. But the route by Deontay Harris, and outstanding.
All right, Alvin, come on. In for a touchdown. Woo! Let's go.
Taysom Hill carried for a first down, completed a 50-yard pass, and just delivered a block to help get Kamara into the end zone.
He does it all. I mean, literally does it all. There he is, number 7 out in front. He picked up the first down from the fullback position, and he just walks Trey Waynes right out of the play.
All right, the kick is up.
Taysom Hill.
And the kick is good.
Did it all.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Saints 10, Vikings 3, 9:18 remain in the first half. What's going on, Mel Gooley? How's it going, man? Sweatbread says, so now I am a Lions, Bears, maybe a Packer, because I keep going over there in the Green Bay and over there by the Bucks area. Ready for a good comeback? So Mel Gooley, are you going for the Vikings? Motor City Sports says, go blue. Absolutely. Go blue. West Branch Ball says, go blue. Nah, he said, go green. No, Saints main team. I want gone as Green Bay. Oh, absolutely. Swapper says, no, Saints got to win. Absolutely. Deem Dad says, go Buckeyes. Pacey Bites Skiller 123 says Vikings. West Branch Ball says, them is fighting words. Chris says, I used to date a girl from Wisconsin just so I could... Oh, man. Hey, comment of the day, Chris.
To Deontay Harris, the rookie his season long, and the Hall of Famer wasn't needed.
And Taysom Hill, he's going to go now run down on kickoff. See if he can't make a tackle.
He's a throwback. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Mel Gooley, that's why I want the Vikings and the Packers to lose.
Rose, and then you're going to see Deontay Harris, and the move that he makes on this route is outstanding. No safety help. Anthony Harris is taken out of it in the middle, and I know that Vikings fans are going to say Xavier Rhodes had a tough year, and yes, he has. He's given up big plays. He's not been the same player that we've seen over the years. There's not many corners that could hold up to that route that Deontay Harris just ran.
Cousins keeps, surveys, and fires. That is Adam Thielen, and incomplete. It was there, and Thielen
almost had another interception.
Could not connect. What were they saying?
But it is incomplete.
Chris Myers, when the defense came over.
Well, Xavier Rhodes was hot. First talking with a member of the coaching staff, then going over to Harris and Smith and pointing as they just ended up saying it was miscommunication and it can't happen again.
Second down and 10. Cook. Able to pick up 3.
You know, we've seen that look from Xavier Rhodes and communication or lack thereof too many times. Really this season, it's been a secondary that has had their problems, and it has forced Mike Zimmer to make some adjustments within the scheme. They've had to play a lot more split safety. A guy like Harrison Smith's had to get more involved in some of the coverages to help protect some of those corners, but by design, they're able to get Anthony Harris out of the middle. He had to pick up Michael Thomas, and it opened up a one-on-one look against
all right, 3rd and 7.
Talented young guy in Deontay Harris.
On 3rd down, this one is caught by Rudolph.
Oh,
Nice
come
move
on.
by the big
How you going to
man.
miss him?
Stopped his momentum, put his foot in the ground.
P.J. Williams, like, how you going to miss that? You had him in your arms.
Williams, good run after the catch by Rudolph.
Yeah, and I still do think good things happen when Kyle Rudolph is in your.
That's what
within
happens
your
when you
offense
try to
and
get
receiving
cute
the
and
football.
stuff.
He's a big target. He runs good routes. He's got exceptional hands. You know, we see that time after time, and he makes a big play.
An important 1st down. The Vikings just picked
All right,
up.
1st and 10, ball at the 41.
Cook.
Dalvin Cook to the 50, to the 40.
Down inside the 40. And for a defense that's been so good against the run, Dalvin Cook having a big 1st half. That for 22.
Well, what happens is the Saints are playing a 2-deep shell, and so somebody's then got to be able to come up and make a play on the edge, and because of the defensive end there coming underneath the outside block with Brian O'Neill at tackle, just opened up a nice lane with no help in run support.
10 carries, 67 yards already for Cook. Here is Madison, the rookie. He got a
All right, only gain of 1.
Hendrickson.
This is a good drive right here by Kirk Cousins in this offense, and just keep riding Dalvin Cook as much as you can, as much success as he's been able to have.
Cook cuts back. He's delivering hits to the 32.
All right, 3rd down.
Third
They
down
got to get this 3rd down stop.
A little bit more of a manageable third down. You heard Kirk Cousins say kill, and they stick with the running play because of the
3rd and 5.
But Dennis Allen, this
6 minutes till halftime.
3rd down and 5. Amir Abdullah in the back.
Ball at the 32-yard line.
Cousins and now in motion.
I would expect some pressure here by Dennis Allen.
Good protection. Pass is caught.
And got the 1st down. Gain of about 7 or 8.
Kirk Cousins, he said, man, he can really spin it.
Well, he can when he's not under duress, and they go with a 3-man rush. Surprised me based on where they are right there around the 30-yard line. Can you make a big defensive play and back them up a little bit? And instead, it's a delayed rush by Kiko Alonso, and with Cousins sitting back there looking at the defense, he picks it up easily.
Cook back in the ball game. Well played by the Saints. Klein was in on the stop, and Taylor Stallworth up front, a gain of 2.
All right, 2nd and 8.
Talking about this offensive line by the Minnesota Vikings, and like I said, the last time they played Week 16 as a group and got manhandled and couldn't get anything going, and you know Kirk Cousins has been sacked a couple times, but they have been able to at least create some running room for the most part for Dalvin Cook, which has helped.
Out of the backfield, it's Cook. Good blocking out in front. And
Oh,
Dalvin
my
Cook
goodness.
sets up 1st and goal as the rookie center, Garrett Bradbury, was out there leading the way for 19 yards.
Yeah, it's really it's a great design by getting Dalvin Cook then out on the edge with the swing route. Here he's going to come across here, and then Garrett Bradbury, like you said, the rookie lineman, he's able to then make a big block on A.J. Klein. That's nice work.
Ball at like the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
First.
All right, 4:18. There's the stop and play. So I do got to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate everyone of you guys for being in the building. Next will be the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. So we got a little fun day today. Nice little triple header. Hopefully everybody's having fun. If we can, get those thumbs up. Let's go. Vikings get this touchdown. U of M 21, Michigan State 28. First half, 8 minutes ago. West Branch Ball says, I got the Andy Dalton joke from Bleacher Report, Gridiron Heights. Yeah, if we can hold the Vikings to at least a field goal, yeah, at least then we got a shot to get the ball back and hopefully get one more score. Then we'll get the ball back to start the second half. And hopefully Drew Brees can march down again and score again. But they got to make the adjustments of stopping the run. You know, and if you want, I mean, this goes to all 32 teams. Like, if you want to win playoff games or be on the road in a playoff game and things like that and try to win, you got to run the football and you got to stop the run. You do those two things, you gave your team a very good shot at it. Now, with that being said, that's exactly what the Vikings have been doing.
5 touches, 50 yards. He certainly does look refreshed.
Oh, yeah. West Branch Ball, 88 Pistons should have won too. We should have three-peated.
Sure does. I mean, he looks awfully good. This is a great design by Kevin Stefanski and getting the ball into a guy like Dalvin Cook and Garrett Bradbury making a key block. Another way of essentially running a straight
Little fun
play.
fact, Kevin Stefanski is Ed Stefanski's son.
With the cable cam going down and stopping play.
Ed Stefanski is the Detroit Pistons general manager.
The Vikings had, here on this drive. And now, I thought Mike Zimmer, when all this was going on, I thought, knowing him as I do, that he would not be pleased at all. But he was smiling with the officials, and he seemed to be doing okay. He's not smiling now.
Yeah, I don't think he likes the length of the delay. Now we're ready to go. Ball sitting at the 3. First down and goal.
All right, ball at the 3. First and goal. 4:15 remaining in the first half.
Based on the way this drive was going and the momentum that the Vikings had offensively after that last play.
Handoff here.
Madison gained about 1, maybe 2.
Second down and goal.
Chris says that foul. I still get mad thinking about it.
Thielen and Diggs check out, and a player is down for New Orleans.
Kiko Alonso down for the Saints.
Kiko Alonso, who came back in week 17, had missed 3 games with a quad injury, and now he's not able to get up. The guy's been traded 3 times, from Buffalo to Philly, Philly to Miami, Miami here to New Orleans, and it turned into a big move for New Orleans because they lost linebacker Alex Anzalone in week 2.
I think this linebacker group, of course, DeMario Davis, he can play with anybody in the National Football League. He's had another great year, named to the All-Pro team this week. But Kiko Alonso, A.J. Klein, I think it's a group that a lot of teams underestimate. They're a solid group, a good group. I know Kiko Alonso, they missed him when he was out.
Craig Robertson takes his spot. The ball sitting at the 1. Cousins keeps, throws, incomplete for the tight end Conklin. Almost like a jump throw by Kirk Cousins, and Conklin lost his shoe. Now 3rd and goal.
All right, 3rd and goal.
Well, here's another look.
One more stop, fellas.
Action in Trey Hendrickson, who gets up and runs with him, does a pretty good job there.
Well, Dalvin Cook just came back onto the field. He was not out there for Minnesota on 1st and goal or 2nd and goal. I think fans rightly ask the question, when a guy takes you all the way down there, he's had a couple of weeks off, why is he standing on the sideline when you're trying to bang it into the end zone?
Well, with the delay that we had as well, and you know, I think thought maybe they want a little bigger back with Madison.
Maybe Chris Myers knows. Chris?
Yeah, well, they wanted Cook in there. The shield that he wears over with his helmet cracked on that previous play, and they needed to refit it or put a new one into the helmet. That's why he was out on those last couple of plays.
Well, that was a big equipment malfunction to not have him out there. See what they do on 3rd and goal.
Well, you have to believe that Mike Zimmer's thinking 4 downs.
Toss to Cook.
Oh, and he lost yards. Let's go.
Pro made the play. It's 4th down, and now with the loss of 2 on that play, the field goal unit comes on.
Yeah, it changes everything. It's just a good push. Trey Hendrickson, he's the guy who really made it happen. He's the one who's able to initially get the penetration in the backfield that forces Cook then to widen out. You see that he's able to defeat the double team, and then it gives Demario Davis a free run then to make the hit and the lost yardage, which keeps Mike Zimmer from really being able to make a decision.
All right. Dan Bailey set to kick it.
So a 21-yard try here.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Off the right foot of Dan Bailey.
6-10, Saints with the lead. 2:54 left in the first half.
The greatest day in all of racing.
Saints with the goal line stand.
With an impressive drive, but then the drive stalls
Good
inside
stuff,
the 5,
not for the
and here's that
Vikings.
3rd and
Make
goal
sure I said that after the play.
It's a great job sideline to sideline, but that's the key.
Game.
I mean, when these linebackers,
Vikings D has
and
to
any
answer.
linebacker in the NFL, when nobody's getting to their level,
Jordan
they're able to roll
rules.
sideline to sideline free. They make plays like that, especially a guy as talented as what Demario Davis was, and just a great job up front. You know, Trey Hendrickson, the job that he did, you know, in being able to get the push, that won't show up in the stats. But that's he's the guy who made it all happen for Demario Davis.
Saints lead by 4. Deontay Harris waits for the kick from Bailey. We'll bring it.
All right, ball to the 24.
24. And with 2:49 left in the half, 3 timeouts, plenty of time for Drew Brees, who is as good as anybody.
Vikings do have 2 timeouts.
Offense.
Saints have all 3.
Maybe ever.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, you talk about a guy who just understands, you know, the game. And when you say game manager about anybody, it has a negative connotation. But this guy knows the position. He knows how to play the position. He knows situations in games. They're really, I mean, you can name a lot of guys. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you go through the list. But this guy's as good in those situations as anybody who's ever done it.
Down the middle, deep. Traquan Smith off his hands. With Sendejo, who was brought back in season, they're defending Smith.
Well, they gave him a chance in order to be able to make a play down the field. It's a good route in getting Sendejo turned around. The ball just, if it's a little bit more down the field, you know, Traquan Smith's able to make that play.
Sixth game back with the Vikings for Sendejo. Again, secondary without Mike Hughes, put on IR without Mackenzie Alexander, inactive with a bad knee. Second and 10, screen for Kamara. Harrison Smith came up, made Kamara change direction, and with Daniil Hunter and Eric Kendricks combining on the stop, a gain of only 3.
Yeah, right now the,
all right,
the
third
Saints
and 7.
do not have to snap the ball.
They got
it looks
to
like they're going
convert
to.
this
Maybe
down.
Breeze might let this run down to the 2-minute warning.
Third down and 7. Here's one for Ginn. That play is not there, and
it is intercepted
by Anthony Harris. Good coverage. Harris on the return back inside Saints territory. Tied for the most interceptions this season during the regular year with 6, and he gets one here, and there was no
How's it going, Amy?
With this deep throw.
Got Amy Amor in the building. Definitely go subscribe to her. She is part of the Sports Movement Network.
It didn't look like there was. Initially, Joe, I thought maybe when he makes this interception, there's contact. It's hard to say.
Anthony Harris, that ball popped free but never hit the ground, and he was able to secure it and then return it 31 yards to the Saints 45.
Yeah, it sets up the Vikings just perfectly here, just beyond midfield. Before the end of the half, they need to capitalize on this opportunity that they have.
Each side with a turnover now, and that's Dalvin Cook. The Saints during the regular season, an NFL record low 8 turnovers.
All right. There is the 2-minute warning. I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I will be live for the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. So we got a nice little triple header today. Appreciate all 45 of you guys. You guys are truly awesome. Without you guys, this would be very difficult to do. Forget those thumbs up. Be greatly appreciated because YouTube does not support small content creators like myself. So it is you, the people, that definitely help. What's going on, Greenwall Tree? What can Lakers do? They need to build up that bench. Yeah. Yeah, they really do. Appreciate that, Demon Dad. Says, smash that like button. Greenwall Tree says, hopefully Vikings win.
Interception in the last 6 games. Talking about it with Taysom Hill on the sideline. Second down and 8, a minute 58 remaining. Pass to the open Thielen, who found a hole in this defense down inside the 25 to the 24 and a completion of 19 yards.
That's a really nice job by Kirk Cousins of allowing Thielen then to get into that next window. He held it just long enough knowing that Thielen was going to clear right there into the middle of the field.
And knowing that he was about to take a hit, which he did.
Lakers should trade for Devontae Graham from Charlotte.
Screen batted away. It was Davis who made that play on 3rd and goal to knock that ball out of the air.
They put Thielen then that time in the backfield. Give a little bit of a different look, window dress it a little bit, thinking maybe he might.
All right, 2nd and 10, 122 left in the first half.
Kevin Stefanski, who's been with the Vikings since '06, was on Brad Childress' staff. What does he call on 2nd and 10? He calls a run with Cook. Delivers the hit, takes it inside the 20, and he took A.J. Klein on a short ride.
All right, it's 3rd down.
6, and we'll find out what's coming our way at the half.
All right, I do have to mute it for copyrighted music. All right, we are back. 3rd and 4, 1:17 remaining in the first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts each.
Force a field goal attempt and then get it back. Each side has 2 left.
They want another crack at this thing.
What's going on, Daffy Gaming? Welcome back, brother.
Even with the timeout, Kirk Cousins coming from the sidelines, still being communicated with. You see him holding his ears. They're still talking to him, even though he just got done visiting with them on the field or on the sidelines.
False start, it looks like, as they shut down this play. And instead, they got a timeout from the sideline with the play clock expiring.
Like Vikings used the timeout. They would have had a first down.
And it will remain 3rd down and 4. The night before Super Bowl 54, the NFL's brightest stars will come together to salute the best players, plays, and moments from the NFL's 100th season. Tune in to NFL Honors, hosted by Steve Harvey, on Saturday, February 1st at 9 Eastern on Fox. So now 1 timeout left for Minnesota. Again, it's 3rd and 4.
Ball at the 18-yard line.
Cousins throws, pass is caught. A stumbling
Thielen again
with a catch down near the 5, and a conversion on 3rd down, a gain of 13.
Really good work by Kirk Cousins in the offensive line. They give him time, and he's able to, Thielen could have been a little bit easier, but yet Thielen's able to go down and make a play on this.
Please don't say my name. Says
they have missed him, and the fact that he is back and healthy, and he essentially played 6 games. He got in some more games, but he really wasn't the same player. And watched him in warm-ups, talking with coaches. They feel he is 100%.
Clock continued to run. Play clock almost expired. End zone pass incomplete for Rudolph. 2nd and goal.
All right, 27 seconds left.
And again, they just took it down to the bitter end of the play clock.
Yeah, they're pushing it a little bit. It's a bang-bang deal. When the official sees it go to 0, then he looks up, and if the ball's being snapped at that time, they let it go. Kyle Rudolph, he's a nice target down here with the size that he has. Get the ball up in the air and let him go get it. That one just outside of his reach.
Here's Cook. Nice cut back for the touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with a touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown carry by Dalvin Cook. Rudolph was in there, delivered a nice block, and now the Vikings jump on top with points off the takeaway.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the running game. that Gary Kubiak and Rick Dennison brought in with them when they came to Minnesota, and that stretch zone and the cutbacks, and being able to give a guy like Dalvin Cook some different looks on where he can take that ball. It's a great job of finishing off this drive after the interception by Drew Brees.
All right, it is
Mike
13-10.
Close to him, that Gary Kubiak,
Vikings with a 3-point advantage with 23 seconds remaining.
He has made since being the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings with regard to his staff. Kubiak, long time with Mike Shanahan, and his influence on this offense is felt each and every week.
Well, there's no doubt, and he's been, obviously a big help to Kevin Stefanski, and a guy who's done it for a long time, and for Mike Zimmer, for someone who wants to run the ball the way that he wants to. I think this is a really good scheme for this group, and especially a runner like Dalvin Cook. And then, of course, you bring in the offensive line coach and Rick Dennison, who was with Gary Kubiak for a long time, and Mike Shanahan, and that whole zone running scheme tree. It's been a good fit.
Well, the rare Saints giveaway leads to 7 and leads to a Vikings 13-10 lead with 23 seconds left in the half.
I think they would have been pleased to go in at half 10-6, but a rare mistake by Brees. They have a chance to go in with a lead.
First, they have to stop Deontay
Ball to the
Harris.
30. Ball to the 40. Ball to midfield. Down at the 45-yard line of Minnesota. With 12 seconds left.
Returner has a 54-yard return.
Yeah, this guy is a dangerous returner, whether it's in the kick return game or punt return, and he's pretty dynamic, and he sets up the Saints, with time winding down here in this first half, sets them up, with a chance to come away with some points, at least 3 points.
Oh, absolutely, Dean Dad.
What a weapon.
They got 2 timeouts
Harris,
remaining,
free
12
agent
seconds.
From Assumption, 5'6", 170.
They can try to score.
12 seconds left. Pass is caught by Thomas to the 25. And timeout taken by Brees and the Saints with 4 seconds left. They get this chance because of the efforts of Deontay Harris, and let's make sure that Thomas made this catch. And he did.
They sure did. It could have been a lot easier. He was wide open, and Brees has been off on a few throws now. But yeah, the big return by Harris, and the special team so many times plays such a pivotal role in games like this. And Mike Zimmer, who prides himself a lot on the special team.
5 seconds remaining.
It's got to be
Will
highly
Lutz
upset
set to
about
kick
that
it.
return, setting this up.
54-yard return followed by a 20-yard completion to Michael
This is a
Thomas.
43-yard attempt.
43-yard try by Lutz.
The kick is up.
And it is no good.
Are you kidding me? And that is your halftime, folks. Push it wide right. I can't believe he missed it. But the Saints will receive the kick in the second half. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. During the week, I will be doing some basketball leading up to this weekend's football games. I will be doing the divisional round, followed by the national title game. So we will be having a whole lot of fun, folks. Definitely, if you're not subscribed, do so. Smash that notification bell, because I do go live almost every single day with some content for you guys. But with that being said, I am going to take a quick halftime break. I do got to check out my little one and get some drink. And I will be back for the start of the second half. All right, everyone. I am back. Yeah, rushing yards is 106 for the Vikings, 31 for the Saints. Total yards 202 for Vikings, 137 for Saints. Third downs 4 for 8 for Vikings, 1 for 5 for the Saints. And the time of possession is about 7 minutes and 57 seconds for the Vikings.
Came on the one completion from Taysom Hill to Deontay Harris, but which set up the touchdown for the Saints.
All right, everyone. We are about to get ready to kick this thing off for the second half.
In the way in which they played there in that first half.
Little pop-up kick, and it is fielded by the up-back. That's Ortiz. And Ortiz is out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 18. No, out at the 26, I believe. Let's figure out where they're putting it. A little bit of confusion along the sideline here with these officials. The side judge is looking down to his right. There are some who believe that a fair catch signal was given by Ortiz, and so that's why they're having this discussion. And we'll wait and see what the answer is. They're going to mark it at the 21. So that little pop-up kick, by the way, was off the foot of Bailey as they're trying to keep it away from Deontay Harris. And for that, it worked. Now they just moved it up to the 23. It's a moving football, moving line of scrimmage. All right. We'll check in with Aaron after the play. Kamara on first down gets 2. Let's find out what Aaron Andrews learned at the half.
I didn't have to ask Sean Payton anything. He came out of the locker room talking about the fact that they were miserable on third down offensively, and he also talked about how the Vikings defense moved Everson Griffin and Danielle Hunter on the inside. He said that is something we have to deal with. He also talked about having to run the ball better, but he said our third down conversions have been so bad we haven't been able to do it.
1 for 5 after a half on third down, 2nd and 8 here. 6 touches for Kamara, 18 yards and a touchdown so far. Breeze to his left, able to cross the 30 where Everson Griffin drove him out of bounds.
Nice, third down.
And now Chris Myers.
Yeah, Joe, Mike Zimmer continued to play up the underdog role. No one gave us a chance to win this game. Right now, we're winning. He said it took a while for Cousins to settle in. He's okay, but Dalvin Cook, we need him to win this game. I'm going to get him the ball. There's no limit on how many touches he will get, even if we have to throw it to him.
Left
and
in
Zimmer,
the third.
who calls the defense, loves the way the coverage, other than just before the half, is
Saints
working.
have got to convert
no
this.
one corner assigned on Michael Thomas. Joe?
Chris, thanks. Third down and 3 here.
Hey, alert! Turbo! 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 Mickey right! Ready! You ready? Set!
Breeze 1 for 3 on third downs for 2 yards, and they're able to convert.
Oh,
Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray almost got past Harrison Smith.
Tell you what, that last hold there by
And if he would have,
Smith being able to
that might have been a touchdown.
And not let him free. There was nobody else left there. Watch Harrison Smith. He comes across from the right side of your screen, 22. There's the cutback. He makes the play, but I tell you, if he's able to get away there, there is nobody left on the defensive part of the field to make a play.
Mike 4! You ready? Set!
On first down, Thomas.
All right.
Gets 6. Anthony Barr in
coverage. 2nd and 4.
Well, we talked a little bit about it coming in, Joe, as far as the injuries that the Vikings have in the secondary. And they put Mike Hughes on IR. He was rotating through as a third corner along with those other 2 guys. And then their nickel slot corner, Mackenzie Alexander, he's down. And both of those guys were capable of playing in the slot. So what they've done, Andrew Sendejo the safety who had been here a long time, he's been playing a lot more in this ball game.
Here's Murray on second down, knocked down 1.5 yards short of the first down.
He's held up pretty well. You know, Michael Thomas is obviously a guy they're going to throw the ball to a lot. He averages about 11, 12 targets a game, and he usually catches it when they throw it in his direction. So
what's going on, Rifty?
He's going to get his share, but the Saints and Sean Payton do an excellent job of scheming things that allow him to be able to get in some of those positions. And today they've used him more in the slot, knowing some of the problems that they have. He's capable of lining up and does anywhere on the field.
Alvin Kamara getting bottled up and a lot big time loss. Are you kidding me?
Khalil Johnson eventually. Kendricks was the first guy there in a loss of 6.
Eric Kendricks is
Man, I'm about to call Alvin Kamara trash in a minute. What is he doing?
In this ball game, pretty banged up, but you know, he was a go, and what a difference he makes for this club. Makes a big play there on 3rd down.
Injured his left quad against Green Bay, week 16. Morstead hits a good one. Sherrills with a fair catch. Back outside the 10.
All right. There is some copyright music and commercials I do have to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. If you guys are new to the chat, definitely give this stream a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, because right now, after this game, I'll be doing the Saints or the Seahawks and the Eagles, followed by the Pistons and Lakers. This channel is based off of football and basketball, college and pros. So if you enjoy those two sports, you definitely don't want to miss out on this channel. Because here in the Sports Movement Network, we are the home of game audio. Yeah, I don't mind green wall tree. Jeffrey says, Joe Burrows to my Bengals, baby. Rifty, I have the Saints winning.
With their first possession of the second half, starting at their own 12. Delayed handoff. It's Cook. Breaks away.
See,
flag on the play. Back inside the
they
15.
got to stop the stupid run. Why are you letting Delvin Cook run it for so much?
Holding, number 75. Offense.
All right.
Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Back them fools up.
O'Neal gets a hold of Trey Hendrickson. He's got his right hand right around the shoulder, and I'll tell you that That was one heck of a run.
What's going on, Eric?
Dalvin Cook, he takes what wasn't a whole lot
Green
there.
Wall Tree, no, we are in the third quarter.
Comes back with the hold.
1st and 16 now. Madison.
All right, only a gain about 3.
Not get to the 10. A gain of 4. Von Bell up from the safety spot to make the tackle.
Green Wall Tree, do you have it paused? Because it says, what do you call it?
Sean Payton in the foreground.
It says 10 minutes.
The Saints down by 3.
Well, no, it says third quarter, 9:35.
Play action, Cook out of the backfield. Can't get to the 20. It'll bring up a 3rd and short on a catch and run of 10. Knocked down by Cam Jordan.
They're 2nd and long, and the Vikings go, they're still 3 tight ends on that last play and play action. And like I said, they're heavy in 2-back offense. They're heavy in 2 and 3 tight end personnel. There was a time there was only 4 wide receivers on this roster, which I'd never seen before. It's not a team unlike most teams in the league that employs so much of the 3 wide receiver looks.
All right, 3rd and 2.
Stephon Diggs has not been targeted in this game yet. 3rd down and 2. Pass is behind.
Yes!
B.C. Johnson and incomplete.
4th and 2. Let's go.
That'll bring up 4th down as the Saints defense makes a stop.
Pretty tight space, and trying to fit that in as A.J. Klein, he works off of Rudolph. He's able to get into the mix as well. But with that being said, a better throw, and that should have been a completed pass for a 1st down.
Dangerous Deontay Harris waiting. Britton Colquitt. Harris, flag on the play.
So it's probably coming back.
Middle, inside the 45, but the flag is down. .46-yard punt, 23-yard return.
During the return, illegal blindside block. Number 48 return team.
I figured that.
Penalty, 1st down, timeout.
It's against J.T. Gray. Talked about Stephon Diggs.
All right. There is some copyrighted music and commercials I do have to mute it for. We got 8:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter, folks. Let's get those likes up. Baby Badger says, why is Diggs mad they're winning? Because he's a crybaby. Jeffrey Russell says, how many Ohio State players on the Saints? Green Wall Tree says, and missing field goals aren't going to get them anywhere. Absolutely. Motor City Sports says, I picked the Niners to win their division before the year. Why does everyone go for the Niners? Doesn't someone hate them? All I know is I want a good matchup in the Super Bowl. I mean, I would love Drew Brees in it. He deserves it. You know, everything he's gotten, he had to literally earn. You know, so I would love for him to get another ring. Team Dad says, I hate them. Beat my Bengals twice in the Super Bowl.
T. Gray for an illegal blindside block. Second team All-Pro special teamer Mike Pereira.
Yeah, it's one of this new blindside blocks. If you're coming from the side or back to your own end zone, that
Rifty
you cannot
says, I hate
lead
the
with
Vikings.
your shoulder. You cannot lead with your helmet or a
Yeah, I'm a
forearm.
Detroit Lions fan, so I hate the Vikings, the Bears, and the Packers.
The spot was about the 48-yard line, or the 38-yard line, and took it back maybe a little too far. But
all the way back inside the 20 at the 19. Breeze.
Come on, get the stupid ball out of your hands.
What an effort by this Vikings defense.
What are you doing, Drew Brees?
Yeah, they bring back Larry Warford trying to block Everson Griffin, and he's there right.
If I'm Drew Brees, I'm ripping every single offensive lineman a new one.
The protection that Drew Brees has had, and when teams have tried to blitz,
and if all of them walked out, guess what? I still got better coverage.
Feeling this kind of heat. Like I said, going back to that Atlanta game, he was sacked 6 times. But overall, in his 10-plus games played, only 12 on the year, but the Vikings have been getting home.
Pass caught by Camara on 2nd and 19. And
Why would
big hit? Xavier Rhodes delivered it. It looked like Rhodes got the worst of that collision, a gain of 8. You take out that 50-yard completion by Taysom Hill to Deontay Harris. Right now, the Saints are at about 100 yards of offense for the ball game.
Yeah, no, this Vikings defense has been really good, and you show that hit there of Xavier Rhodes. When you watch this defense, and if you're going to play corner for Mike Zimmer, you're going to be involved.
Yeah, baby, Badgers, same thing I'm thinking. It's like, where did these Saints that I'm used to watching are?
This one's batted into the air, and that's Rhodes who made that.
That's
play.
4th down. You got to punt it now because you can't move the chains.
Rhodes grabbing at that left shoulder as he heads off after delivering that hit 2 plays ago to Camara.
Yeah, he's obviously in pain, and he was after that hit on Camara, but yet for him to be able to come back, play, drive on that football, knowing, whatever has happened to that shoulder, but that hit right there, and it's a legal hit. It's a good job by him coming in and leading with the shoulder.
Crowd's getting on the officials for no flag, thinking that was helmet to helmet, as Sherrills hauls in the fair catch at the 36.
All right, we do have some copyrighted music and some commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe and rock with your boy, because we have fun here on Troxel Sports Talk. I think the Titans got a good team. Cards have 1 ring. Jeffrey Russell says, Demon Dad, my mom said after the Bengals lost in the Super Bowl, don't worry, I'm sure they'll be back.
Walk it off on the sideline. An all-pro from 2017. Word is from the bench, a stinger should be able to continue. Made 2 good plays back-to-back.
All right, come on, Saints defense.
From the 36, Cousins.
Get to him!
Throws, pass incomplete, and the flag.
Oh, come on.
Irv Smith. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was there for New Orleans.
Pass interference. Number 22. Defense. Automatic. First down.
There's the grab there of that right arm by C.J. Gardner-Johnson that drew the flag. And Irv Smith, his ability to run the way that he's essentially a big wide receiver. And so when they do run their 2 tight end stuff, it's like having 3 wide receivers on the field because of his skills.
Here's Cook. Well played by Klein.
All right.
A gain of 1. Talk about this.
2nd and 9.
So far, Stephon Diggs. No.
All right. There is some copyright music I do got to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I will resume the game audio. I do appreciate you guys for being patient. All right, we are back.
The ball to Diggs, and I understand that they're feeding the ball to Dalvin Cook right now, and I believe that Diggs is going to have his big moment before this game's over.
Play action, ball batted down at the line of scrimmage.
All right, 3rd and 9. Contain him.
Chris, give us more on the frustration of Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, it's visible on this sideline. You know, he's the most demonstrative Viking on offense. He wants the ball. He doesn't talk to the media much, but he told teammates he thought he could have a big day. He was hot with Cousins. He made a 2nd trip over to Kirk Cousins, who's trying to become more of a take-charge guy on this Viking team, but he didn't want this to boil over, indicating for Diggs to calm down. He'll eventually be targeted.
It's just not what a quarterback needs in a game like this. He's got enough pressure on him besides having to worry about a frustrated wide receiver in a game you're leading on the road.
He gets hit. Thielen is there for the
Oh,
catch.
my goodness. Thielen with the big catch.
He got hit as he let it fly, and Adam Thielen takes it inside the 20 for a 34-yard completion.
And Marshawn Lattimore on Adam Thielen, and Thielen just gives enough of a move that causes him to just be a little bit indecisive. Lattimore right there, and he gets lost, and then Thielen able to track that one down the field and make a play on the ball.
On that play, not only was Cousins hit, but Brian O'Neill was shaken up, and he comes out as Rashad Hill, 4th-year player from Southern Miss, will take over at right tackle. Demario
Bring the
Davis
heat
is
at the
a
right side of that offensive line. You got the starter out, you got to attack it.
4 yards to Thielen. Fake toss. B.C. Johnson makes the catch. And this is why you say.
Got a flag on the
is
play.
thrown at the end of that play.
I didn't see anything there to, I don't know, I'm not real sure what the flag is for. They're going to get together and talk about this. Watch the end of this. Janoris Jenkins.
That's not helmet to helmet.
No, and Jenkins didn't lower his helmet. If anything, you try to say it's B.C. Johnson, which I don't think did anything anyway. My guess is they're going to pick this up. At least I would hope they would.
Yeah, my guess would be the same, Troy. I hope they do pick it up because Johnson is the one.
Illegal helmet contact on the play. 2nd down.
This
If
is
any,
why
that would have been guilty.
just started to say as you watch the end of it, they do pick up the flag. When you have the success that the Vikings have had with Dalvin Cook running the ball, It opens up everything they want to do when they do fake it to Cook on play action and throw.
Well, you saw on that last play when they go with a naked boot with Kirk Cousins, there's no outside contain. I mean, everybody's attracted to Dalvin Cook.
Cook gets stood up. Short of a first down, it'll be third down. There's Malcolm Brown and Cam
Let's
Jordan
go.
combined on the stop.
We need a fumble.
Now you got Stephon Diggs.
We need a...
Someone needs to just get a hold of him. And
Appreciate that, mind game.
We all know, but
Welcome to the family. You're definitely an
rein him in a
MVP.
little bit. It's one of those situations, again, Joe, if they don't pick it up, as long as they don't lose yardage, I would think they would go for it on fourth down.
Cousins keeps.
Get
Throws. Pass is caught. What a throw and maybe a better catch. And there is Diggs with his first of the game for 9 yards and a first down.
It's a good call. It's a good job by Kirk Cousins. He could have picked it up if he had just tucked it and ran, and he was about to do that. But as he comes up to the line, he sees the opening. Eyes still downfield. It's great. He's going to take it, but then he sees Diggs clear, and he puts it on him. And I'm convinced it's the
ball at the 1 yard line.
With the green light, if they don't hit it on fourth down, they're going to run it and try to pick it up that way.
Cousins keeps. Didn't get there. It'll be second down and goal, but for a guy like Diggs, who's been screaming for the ball to make that
All right,
strong
they either
catch
need
at
a
that moment
turnover
on third down
or
and
hold
a
them
yard
to
set
at
up a
least
chance.
3
That is
points.
stepping up.
Well, I will
No
tell you,
touchdowns.
Diggs is as competitive a guy as there is. And I mean, now you got the Saints sideline with some of the frustration that they're feeling boiling over. Marshawn Lattimore.
Lattimore, who was beaten on that play by Thielen.
Yeah.
Second and goal. Cook did not get there, and now they say touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
The delayed touchdown call, and the officials come together to talk about it. Remember, this is a mixed officiating crew. The two were looking at each other, and eventually the touchdown signal was given.
Yeah, it is.
Well, he
It
just
broke
got
the plane.
stoned by Demario Davis, and it was close. I mean, I thought it was going to be an easy touchdown. I think Cook thought that as well. He's running a little upright there, and I don't know if we're going to have a look as to where exactly that ball is, but Demario Davis, he comes from the opposite side, feels the hole, and boy, Cook after contact did not gain an inch.
Ruling on the field is touchdown. It came late, but that's the ruling, so they look at it for a scoring play review.
Yeah, and Joe, the shots that we've already given them, I don't think there's enough to overturn it. You look at that down the line shot, but you don't actually see the ball. So to me, unless they confirm it, which they're still waiting to do now, they have confirmed it that it is a score.
So it is a touchdown for Dalvin Cook. His second of the ball game. And he's up to 87 yards on 19 carries. And this to make it a 10-point game. And the pressure now is on this, what was.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Yeah, I seen that, Joseph Marshall. Those fans are silly. Demon Dad, I did not see this coming. I mean, I knew it was going to be a close game and things like that, but they're up 10 points. Yeah, I'm going to live stream the Ravens, the Titans. I'm doing every single NFL playoff game. I am doing the Super Bowl. I'm doing the national title game. I'll be doing every single humanly possible March Madness game. I'm going to do all the NBA playoffs and finals. Elliot Parker says bench Breeze. I will be doing some basketball during the week while we wait for the divisional round of the playoffs. So if you guys got a favorite basketball team that you guys want for me to bring in, let me know. Elliot Parker says bring in Teddy Bridgewaters. Greenwall Tree will keep rocking with your boy, and you could definitely get a moderator tag. Joseph Marshall got his back in, what was that, August or September? Appreciate that, Greenwall Tree.
Adrian Peterson did it right here at the end of the 09 season in the NFC Championship game against the Saints. A game the Saints won and then went on to win Super Bowl 44 as Deontay Harris returns it for 29 yards. And Aaron, there's a lot of frustration we've seen now on that Saints sideline.
Yeah, the Saints turn now. We saw Marshawn Lattimore come off the field. Sean Payton was
Appreciate
waiting
that,
for him.
Azim.
Secondary coach Aaron Glenn was waiting for him.
Welcome to the
and
family.
Lattimore
You're definitely
and
an
Glenn just
MVP.
Went after him. You could see went after each other. You can see the teammates trying to separate them. Lattimore on the other side of the field. They actually have not spoken since they've been over here.
I appreciate that,
on
Hawks.
the bench as well, trying to get some attention.
This is the place
He's
to
bleeding
be.
from the face, so this
Do it all,
defense
Troxel,
literally trying to stop the
absolutely.
bleed in many ways.
Ready.
Aaron, thanks.
Waiting. What's that?
Breeze keeps. And able to
Oh, my
just get
goodness.
rid of it to avoid the sack. And then out there with a near pick was Jaleel Johnson. Odenigbo had pressure on Breeze and almost got a sack on first down.
Yes, he did. If Odenigbo, he gets the push right back into Breeze. So even, when they're bringing just a four-man rush, Odenigbo, who finished strong there at the end of the year, 4 sacks in the last 5 games, and he makes a good push there, forcing the ball out of Breeze's hands. They've just not been able to find any kind of rhythm offensively.
All right, come on,
Taysom
offense.
Hill back in at quarterback. Breeze at the top. Kamara. We've done a million Saints games, and we've seen this offense roll. The NFL saw this Saints offense roll down the stretch. They were virtually unstoppable. They have 9 first downs on 8 possessions in this ball game, and Sean Payton's crew has been just shut down by the Vikings defense.
Well, they've been able to bottle up Alvin Kamara in the running game, and they're not giving up big plays short of the one that Taysom Hill had to Deontay Harris, and they've done it for the most part playing coverage.
3rd down and 6. Kamara makes the catch, and he's out of bounds short of the first down. With 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, it'll be 4th down. As Holton Hill was out there to force Kamara.
At some point, you got to go for it and get these stupid first downs. Like, come on. What are you guys doing, Saints?
What we've seen from this Minnesota Vikings defense, as good as they've been over the years, they haven't been as dominant this year.
Punch the Vikings in the mouth.
Really well, but today
They're at your house.
Here is a fake punt flag. I don't believe everybody was set. For the moment, Taysom Hill picks up the first down, but there's a flag. Here's the call.
Number 99, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
They get Shy Tuttle for not being set in the fake punt. And you see the movement there on the end of the line. Tuttle. I think it was 89 Hill. They said 99, I believe. Either way, with the penalty, that moves it back to the 30. And
Yeah,
that's
you're
the 3rd
guilty.
Special teams penalty on the
Do your
Saints.
job.
in this ball game.
Yeah, that's frustrating to Sean Payton. It's something that you've talked about during the week.
Now it's 4th and 8. You have to punt it.
Opportunity to try to make it happen, and then you don't execute it just from the simple snap of getting set.
Here's Sherrills on the return, out of bounds near the 35 as Taysom Hill forced him out after an 8-yard return, and we'll be right back.
All right. I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercial. As soon as it resumes, I do resume the game audio. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next, followed by the Pistons at the Lakers. There is commercials and copyrighted music, so the audio does have to be muted. As soon as the audio resumes, the game will be on. Appreciate everybody for being patient. Appreciate everybody for rocking with your boy. All right, we are back.
To get behind the Saints defense. With 1:41 left in the third quarter, and the Vikings.
Absolutely, Azim. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Defense to make a play.
Ryan O'Neal back in and right.
Yes!
And a play is made by Mario Edwards as he dumps Alexander Madison, a loss of 2.
Keep that up.
Mario Edwards, he's able to get in there and make a play in the backfield. That's what you got to do. Defeat the block, make penetration, and even as he's going to the ground to at least cause them to lose yardage. Have not seen enough of those types of plays from this.
All right, 2nd and 12.
They're going to maybe bring pressure here.
Yeah. Oh, get it.
As it is, this play shut down for it's coming back.
Come on.
But it's going to cost the Vikings 5 yards.
Can't they decline and give us the touchdown?
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Riley Reif, the left tackle.
Yeah, and watch Cam Jordan as he comes across. He lays out Kirk Cousins at the end of this. It was Reif the one who caused the movement, and as soon as Cousins pitches this out, he gets.
I'd rather take the what do you call it? The touchdown instead of the 5-yard penalty.
We saw them have success with, especially early. The Saints overloaded that side, and they were bringing it.
Bring it again.
Pass is incomplete. Unless they're ruling it catch fumble. There's no signal by the officials yet, and now finally they say incomplete. They don't want to blow it dead. Madison couldn't make the catch. Heavy pressure on Cousins by Onyemata.
All right, 3rd and 17. Come on.
Try to run one of these screens, and sometimes, boy, it gets a little dicey. There's a lot of bodies in there that you're trying to navigate as the quarterback. I think that was the...
Man, if he would have held it for literally a split second more, that would have been a fumble.
You got to be real careful in these type situations with Kirk Cousins.
Demario Davis knocked it out.
Because he wasn't able to start his full
3rd and 17.
football move.
Delayed handoff here to Abdullah.
He's a fumbler. Come on. Abdullah is a fumbler. Hit him hard enough, he will drop that ball.
Saints about to get it back.
Well, that was smart by the Vikings and Kevin Stefanski.
All right.
3rd and long.
It's 4th down.
Just do not do anything to give the Saints a short field and run a conservative draw and try to play the field position game.
20-10. Vikings on top after 3.
All right. We are at the end of 3, folks. The Saints are set to get the ball back at the start of the 4th quarter. They have got to put it all together. It is in a do-or-die game. You win, you move on to the divisional round. You lose, your season is over. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next, followed by the Pistons at Lakers. I will be doing every single NFL playoff game, including the Super Bowl, as well as the national title game, LSU versus Clemson. I will be doing a lot more college basketball as well as NBA during the week. And I will be your home for March Madness. Yeah, the Pistons won last night, Ricky. It was against the Golden State Warriors. So you take it with a grain of salt. But congratulations to the Pistons for last night's win. You got a bigger test tonight against the vaunting LA Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Rick says, I hope that LSU won the championship. Deem Dad says, good. My son has a meeting Tuesday. Then he's got the Demon Classic Friday and Saturday. All right. We are back, folks, for the start of the money quarter, the fourth quarter.
Yards, no touchdowns, one pick. As a punt starts this fourth quarter. And Deontay Harris is driven out of bounds. Here's a moment that Vikings fans will never forget, and Saints fans would like to.
All right, there's some copywritten music. They're showing the January 14th, 2018 Minneapolis Miracle right now.
Lead. In this game, the Vikings go into the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead at 20-10. But at that moment, prior to that 61-yarder, it was the Saints looking to move on for a date with the Eagles. Here's Cook. He makes the catch.
All right, first down. Let's go.
By the veteran tight end for a first down, and Smith back there for the tackle.
Well, here's Jared Cook, and you talk about this 10-point deficit that they shared the last time when they met in the playoffs, and in order to overcome it like they did in that game, they're going to have to do things a little bit better, and that's a good start with Jared Cook. The Vikings, as I said, they continue for the most part to play coverage, and they've been able to shut down the running game in doing that, and they haven't given up the big shots down the field.
Kamara has been bobbled.
Gain of about 2.
Jennifer Lopez and Shakira take center stage at the Pepsi.
All right. I do got to mute the game audio real quickly. All righty.
3 road wins to get there. The Saints, 10 years after winning Super Bowl 44, trying to get to number 54. As the number 3 seed. Pass is caught. That's Kamara out to the 35, brought down by Xavier Rhodes. A gain of 5. Third down coming up. And the Saints are 2 for 9 on third down.
All right, it's 3rd and 3.
Decides a lot of
they have to convert this.
Rhodes, you know, the shoulder. Yeah, a little stinger. I think it goes a lot deeper than that. He's been reaching for that left shoulder ever since that collision when it was injured. There's a lot more to it than a stinger. Like I said, for him to be battling the way that he is, he's showing some of the toughness.
Pass is caught. What a grab by Cook.
Ball at midfield, folks.
So without Mike Hughes, Mackenzie Alexander, and now it's
Oh, absolutely, Gridiron. The Saints definitely need a score.
Catch by Cook.
That sure is, and Cook he's been, part of that trio when you try to defend the Saints. It starts with Michael Thomas and then Kamara and Jared Cook, and then every now and then you'll get one of these other guys to jump in and make a play, but he's got sure hands, makes a big catch on that
All right,
play.
first and 10, ball at midfield.
Has taken the spot of Xavier Rhodes.
Breeze throws it. Ted Ginn Jr., let's go.
This is where speed kills. Watch this route. I mean, if you're Trey Waynes and Ted Ginn is lined up across from you, one of the fastest guys in all of football, even at his age, then when he gets going vertical up the field, you're immediately, as we saw, you're turning your shoulders and you're ready to get out of dodge. And that's an excellent job by Ted Ginn. He's one of those guys, like I talked about, all of a sudden he'll step up and make a play on you.
Breeze starting to find a rhythm here as Murray.
All right, Latavius Murray got a good game.
On first down for 4. And when Drew Brees gets into a rhythm, he can surgically go through any defense.
2nd and 6.
And now a player is down for New Orleans. That's Andrus Peat. He missed 6 games with a forearm injury.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio during this copyrighted music and commercial. Andrus Peat is down for the Saints. That's what's up, Demon Dad. Hopefully your son, gets a full ride scholarship. Oh, that's what's up, Greenwald Tree. Hey, if it ain't rough, it ain't right, Demon Dad. If you, you gotta go through the pain to get to the glory on the other side. I'm going to Syracuse to replace Joe Buck. Please do, Joseph Marshall. I don't know who's worse, Joe Buck or Troy Aikman. So I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next. If you guys are not subscribed, definitely do so. Oh, absolutely, Demon Dad. Pain is temporary, knowledge is forever.
Congratulations to Bill O'Brien and the Texans and Mike Vrabel and their big win there against the New England Patriots. Feels good when you win a playoff game and move on.
Second down and 6. Handoff.
Oh!
Murray, he's got a first down to the 20.
Got the first down. Let's go. Latavius Murray, let's go.
Starting to get the Vikings a little bit on their heels here on this drive. Ryan Ramczyk, number 71, he gets a good push, collapses it, and they finally are able to get some movement and give Kamara at least a little place to go with the football. This has been an impressive drive, and now can they finish it off? You know, we saw Kirk Cousins earlier over there kind of pacing the sidelines a little bit as a quarterback. When you have that,
all right, ball's at the 20.
There's a lot of comfort in that. And as soon as it gets cut to 1, even if it's 7 points, it puts the pressure back on you in having to go out there offensively.
On first down.
Oh! Taysom Hill! Touchdown! Let's go! Let's go! Taysom Hill with the touchdown.
They motion him across, and you can see the route that he runs. He just kind of takes it up the field, and by design, Harrison Smith, he's expecting the ball to come out. They had a swing route to the wide side of the field to where Hill was, and Harrison Smith gets caught looking.
All right, Will Lutz set to kick it. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
And with 10:31 left, the guy who's got the big.
It is a 3-point game, folks. I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys all for being so patient. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next. So you definitely want to hit that subscribe button, and you definitely want to hit that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss it when I go live. I'll be doing every single playoff game in the NFL, including the Super Bowl, as well as the national title game. Not tomorrow's Monday, but the following Monday on the 13th of January. So we will be having a whole lot of fun, folks. I will be doing also basketball during the week in college and NBA. So if you have a favorite school or you have a favorite team, definitely let me know. Because if I get it, you will see it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I know those days, Demon Dad. Never really got hit, but I had my phones, my freedom. I was lucky to go to practice. Chris says, I found in my life, the more little papers you got from a school, the more you make, whether you good or not. It's unfair. It's an unfair system. School's like an assembly line, no creativity. Yeah, Motor City Sports, I definitely agree with that. In fact, you know, if you really stop and think about it, they actually kind of prime you to be on a assembly line. Single file lines. Raise your hand when you have a question. All right, we are back, folks. We got 10:31 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And receiving. Now the 20-yard touchdown catch from Drew Brees, who went 5 for 5 for 71
Will Lutz
yards.
set to kick it off to the Vikings.
And the touchdown.
Kick is up, and it's a touchback.
Hill, we keep talking about it. You'll see the touchdown here. He was in preseason with Green Bay in 2017. Saints picked him up. And now he's doing everything today.
There's Harrison Smith. There's Alvin Kamara, and there's Taysom Hill. And you're going to see that Harrison Smith, he gets caught looking. He's expecting the ball to come out to Alvin Kamara, and that Taysom Hill would be a lead blocker. Instead, as Harrison Smith comes up, Brees reads it beautifully, and he's able to lay it up.
All right, Vogers is out of here.
About that over on the sidelines, but just an excellent job by the Saints finishing the drive. Good concepts there by Sean Payton in drawing it up.
Punk can go kick hot coals with no shoes
Here's
on.
Diggs getting it from Dalvin Cook. Nice spin.
Get him!
And out across the 30 near the 32 is Shai Tuttle downfield, made the stop after a gain of 6. We'll see what the Vikings have in store here offensively. With over 10 to go, now up by 3.
All right, 2nd and 4. They got to get the stop.
About now with the Saints cutting this
They got to get that ball back.
And Kirk Cousins, the crowd is back. They're into it again.
Oh, don't worry, Joseph Marshall. I kicked him out the chat.
You feel that, and there's some urgency once again for this offense.
Appreciate that, MonStar.
3 tight ends in the game for the Vikings.
Come on.
Cook. And he's a yard short of the first down as Craig Robertson
3rd and 1.
came in to make
They got to get this stop.
The injured Kiko Alonso earlier. 3rd down and 1.
What's going on, Pico Ria? Says, let's clutch this W. Oh, absolutely, MonStar. This game is awesome. Back and forth. Gave it to Ham for a first down.
Pick up a key first down. Just his 8th carry of the season and 3 big yards.
That's a really big first down, and I say that one, of
Yeah,
course,
they're
because it keeps
able
this
to.
drive alive.
Yep.
But then you're not giving the ball right back to a hot offense that just came off the touchdown. They're feeling good. They've got some momentum.
That defense got to get it together.
And then also because of the fact that even if you don't do anything else here, if you're able to just move the ball a little bit, you can pin the Saints back and really help out your defense.
Diggs on the end around. Got to stop him.
Away for a moment, ends up getting a yard and a half. Janoris Jenkins makes the tackle after C.J. Gardner-Johnson couldn't bring him down. Sunday, January 19th, Fox brings you a new 9-1-1 series. New
What's going on, Kai Johnson?
Here's a pitch. Cook.
There we go. Loss of 1.
The Saints. Hendrickson couldn't bring him down in the backfield, but no gain as Marshall.
Oh, they're going to call it a no gain.
Combined with
Figures.
Marcus Williams to force him out. Saints played that really well. They go
Guy goes out of bounds behind the blue line, and they want to say no gain.
Try to get the ball to Cook to that side, which is what you would expect. The lone receiver is Adam Thielen. Instead, they think maybe they can get the Saints sleeping a little bit, get the outside toss to the weak side. But
all right, 3rd and 8. You got to get the stop.
Bring up a 3rd and long.
Quick snap. Cousins down the middle. Pass is
yes.
incomplete. It was there for a moment.
Let's go.
Alexander Hollins
Force the 4th down.
Catches the rookie from Eastern Illinois could not maintain possession going to the ground.
Kai Johnson, I actually loved it.
He had the step.
I don't think the dynasty is over. Well, I mean, it depends on where if Brady comes back and what moves they do and things like that. But he is officially a free agent.
That's good makeup there by Gardner-Johnson.
I enjoyed the Titans win last night.
Deontay Harris on the return.
All right, ball to the 29-yard line.
But a return of 18 yards.
All right, there's some copyright music I do got to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. After this game, I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles, so we are definitely going to be having some fun this playoff day. Shout out to everyone who came out to the Bills, Texans, and the Titans and Patriots game last night. We had a blast. Appreciate everyone who's came out for the Vikings and the Saints. Let's have fun tonight with the Seahawks and Eagles. And then I'll be doing the Pistons and Lakers to end the night. It depends. I mean, I think that would be the last signing if New England wants him back. I think they're going to try to get a team around him for one last run and go all in. Jeffrey Russ says pick 6, please. Pika Ria says, I liked all your wildcard vids so far. Appreciate that, Pika. Deem Dad says, lives how it started raining after the Pats game to hide them tears. Joseph Marcia says, just 6:49 left. And I get to keep my wrench. Pats will be back if Brady returns. So glad they lost, though. Absolutely. New England offense needs a speedy receiver, a good tight end, or it stalls. I didn't see them doing a big push this year. Kai Johnson says, if you y'all watched the game last night, the Pats do need a outside deep threat. Absolutely. No Marvin Lewis to Dallas, please. No thanks. Demon Dad says AB is available. LOL. I hope the Ravens lose. Who they? All right, 6:49 remaining. Got 1st and 10 for the Saints. Ball's at the 29-yard line. Taysom Hill. Got a nice little game.
Time for today's next gen stats. Powered.
All right, there is some copyrighted music during these next gen stats. As soon as the game resumes, I will resume the audio. All right, we are back.
Just a first down in this game. Breeze throws. Kamara. See where they put him out of bounds.
About 1 yard short.
Of first down yardage by 1.
3rd and 1.
Taysom Hill, I went into this earlier. He was a 27-year-old rookie, played collegiately at BYU.
All right, come on, guys. You guys got to pick up that first.
Was running all over the place. They cut him loose, and now in the hands of Sean Payton, he knows how to use somebody that can do what Taysom Hill does.
Sean Payton was watching film for other reasons, and this guy just stood out to him in the preseason. When he became available, he got him, and I mean, Sean Payton talked to him about how he was going to be used. He had a similar conversation with Tim Tebow, and Tim Tebow didn't really want to be in that role, but man, I tell you what, they utilized
Demon
him.
Dad, I don't think AB is going to go to the XFL.
He's on every special teams unit, and he's tough, obviously. He's involved in blocking, and he happens to run a 4.4, so there's a lot you can do with a guy like that.
Saints just called a timeout before a very important 3rd down and 1, and this has been a heck of a game, obviously, and that's to the credit of the Vikings. Heavy road underdog. They've played great, but now the game sits in the hands of Drew Brees and this offense, which coming in, Troy, was absolutely red hot.
Yeah, they are or were, and they weren't certainly in that first half, but they're heating up now.
All right, Taysom Hill is the quarterback right now.
Time on that last play for a nice completion.
Got the first down. Let's go. Let's go.
Spins out of a couple of tackles and takes it up near the 47, and this crowd going crazy for number 7.
What's going on, Sip Troy?
I mean, he has energized this crowd, and not just
says AB out here trying to be future, LOL.
And the things that he's able to do, he just will not go down. And speaking of being down, there is a Vikings player on the field right now.
Shamar Stephen. Taysom Hill has carried the ball 3 times, and all 3 times he's picked up a first down.
He's ready for some more, isn't he? He's like, give it to me again.
This is what happened a moment ago to Shamar Stephen. 93, and there were 3 guys on him.
He got crunched. He and Linville Joseph, you know, when they've been able to bottle up Alvin Kamara in the run game, those 2 guys inside, they have been holding their own. That's tough duty. Those guys don't show up often in the stat sheet, but man, that's a man's game in there.
Jalen Holmes checks in for Steffen on first down. Pass is caught. Thomas,
there we go.
Vikings territory.
Michael Thomas, let's go.
The NFL's 100th season team up in an AFC versus
AFC
showdown at the upcoming Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Tune in Sunday, January 26th at 3 p.m. Eastern. See amazing plays.
Yeah, Chris, I definitely do too. It makes it more
the Pro Bowl
painful.
Skills Showdown on Thursday, January 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Guess what? Drew Brees is on the sideline, and Taysom Hill is back there ready for the snap.
Last time they put Brees on the sideline.
All right, 2nd and 6.
The big one down the field of Deontay Harris.
Instead, this just a straight run to the left.
Taysom Hill with the first, and he's still on his feet to the 30, 20. Woo! Let's go! Let's go!
And a smile of the field judge on
Taysom Hill! Let's go!
Well, Anthony Harris comes up. He's got a chance to make a tackle on it. He just refuses. He lowers his shoulder like he's Marshawn Lynch. I mean, he goes beast mode on him and just runs him over. I mean, look at this. Holy cow. And to think that one day when you talk with Sean Payton, one day he very well could be the starting quarterback, and he's out there just running people over.
50 pass yards, 50 rush yards, 25 receiving yards for Hill.
Oh, fumble! Oh my God! What?
Knocked away from Drew Brees. And
oh no!
Who just came into the ball game. Danielle Hunter knocked it out, and the biggest play of the game is made by this Vikings defense.
When Danielle Hunter just simply turns it loose, he's a hard man to stop, and he turns it loose on this play. Ryan Ramczyk, an all-pro right tackle, is a phenomenal player, has had a great year. He oversets just slightly. Danielle Hunter takes the inside move on him and is able to get to
Are you kidding me?
Here, number 99. Look at the move he makes, the quickness he has, and for him to be able to get there. Now, Drew Brees has got to do a better job. He knows that of protecting the football when he's under pressure. That's a defense needed to make a play, and they stepped up, and that's the first 2-turnover game the Saints have had all year.
Here's Cook. This is the first fumble of the entire season for Drew Brees. Forced out by Danielle Hunter. What a play.
Unbelievable. I mean, you think that thumb, you know, how much of that, he's pretty removed from when it happened and coming back and playing, but is the grip compromised at all? Hunter's coming in, grabbing the arm, didn't hit the football. It comes out, but it seems like over the years when you think about Mike Zimmer and the Vikings,
all right, 2nd and 9.
The defense that makes the plays when they've had to make them when they've won big games.
Cousins keeps, airs it out, pass is short.
All right, 3rd and 9, let's go.
And that wasn't close. And just to refresh, it was week 2 at the Rams when Drew Brees on a follow-through.
Yeah, Greenwald Tree. I'm trying to save up for a webcam.
Teddy Bridgewater won those 5 starts. You see the tape on that right thumb, and I think it's a good point. You have to believe there's something less with that grip.
Well, right now, this would be a good job by the
That's
Saints.
why super chats and all that are definitely appreciated.
To give Brees another opportunity.
So I can put money back into my channel.
Just got it away. Blitz coming. Pass is caught.
Thielen with the first down.
He had it initially when he caught it, but then
it might be short.
This is when he initially catches the ball, it's a first down. If he does nothing more than catch it right there and run out of bounds, it's a first. But when he tries to make Marshawn Lattimore miss, I think it's a first down.
I do too.
How about Kirk Cousins hanging in? They bring pressure is what you would expect. Dennis Allen in those situations likes to bring it. He does.
They marked him short, but I think what we just saw with that replay, the catch and then the spin with a ball in the right arm of Thielen at the end of this, it looks to us, Mike Pereira included, like this should be a first down.
Yeah, on the spin, Joe, he gets the forward progress point, and to me, with that camera shot,
and they did get it.
And that new pylon and the line to gain that you're looking there at, to me, that's a first down.
Doesn't matter anyway as he picked it up with where they put it down. It's a first down, and as you said, I mean, Kirk Cousins has heard criticism upon criticism for not winning the big game. 0-9 on Monday Night Football, 0-6 with the Vikings, 0-1 as a playoff starter. He just made a play there for a first down at his own 47.
Sure did. I mean,
all right, come on.
The road,
come on, defense.
A lot at stake. The game, and for him to be able to hang in with the blitz in his face and deliver a perfect strike. You got a chance to not even give Drew Brees another opportunity with the football.
Toss to Cook.
Yes! Whoa! Whoa! Fumble all the way! Touchdown, New Orleans! Woo! Let's go! Yes!
It's going to be close, Joe, but I think his knee was down. We'll take a look.
And it is. That's A.J. Klein who made the play, and the ball pops out, it looks like, after the knee is down.
Of a fumble returned by the defense for a touchdown is under review.
They might not do it. It might be down.
Like it's coming back. With the left knee down, the
come
ball
on.
in the left arm of Cook, and then it pops out. What a play by A.J. Klein, though.
Unbelievable play by him. Yeah, he's able to shoot into the backfield, and they got this crowd going, and now they're going to review this. It's coming back.
The ruling on the field was touchdown, that was a fumble, and that's the way they're supposed to rule it. Mike Pereira, let the play go and then clean it up or correct it in replay.
Exactly right, Joe. If it's close like that, and that is, and the knee down was on the inside, the official's on the outside, so he's right to let it go, but clearly the knee is down, and so they'll bring it back and make him down by contact.
If this play's overturned, it should be 2nd and 18 because of this play made by A.J. Klein at their own 39 for Minnesota. Here's a call.
After review, the runner was down by contact. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. 2nd down. Please set the game clock to 3:24.
Yeah, that was the big part of it. You see Sean Payton is to make sure that they added the time back onto the clock.
They marked Cook down at the 40. We thought 39, so it'll be 2nd and 17 from the 40.
All right, 2nd and 17. Got to get this stop.
Don't forget that play made by Klein, however, to set up 2nd and long as the Saints try to get it back. 3 tight ends in there now for the Vikings.
Well, obviously the Saints are looking at the clock, and they can make this. They do not have to use the time. They can make a stop and still get it back with 2 timeouts left in 2 minutes.
Here's Cook. Hendrickson.
Stop behind the line. 3rd down. Timeout, New Orleans.
Taken by New Orleans. They have 1 left with 2 minutes 54 seconds on the clock. You know, you think about the Saints and how their postseasons have ended the last 2 years. The no call here on Nickel Roby-Coleman. by the Rams against Tommy Lee Lewis, forced a rule change, and then 2 years ago, the Minneapolis Miracle. Just heartbreak for the Saints. A soon-to-be 41-year-old quarterback. These fans, they keep getting up, keep having a chance, and you wonder how many more bites at the apple
All right,
they get.
3rd and 19. 2:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Vikings are up 3.
Something big to happen.
And with the football,
just a 3-man rush. Cousins.
oh, got him. Got him.
Play made by Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan, let's go.
And the Saints will let the clock go as it's 4th down and a mile after a loss of 3 on this sack.
Well, the last time they were in 3rd and long, they went with the draw play, played field position. This time they're going to try to get Cousins out and see if anything frees up for him. And if not, he's just going to try to get what he can and then punt it, force the clock to run
4th
down,
and 23.
And use a timeout. And would make a big mistake and give the ball with short field to the Saints.
Dangerous Deontay Harris from about the 20.
Ball to the 25. Ball to about the 30-yard line.
The first guy there was Eric Wilson. Couldn't bring him down. And it's a 10-yard return.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as we come back, the last minute 55, I will be bringing back the game audio. I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles next, so stay tuned for that. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. Give this stream a thumbs up. I will be ending the night with the Pistons at the Lakers following the Seahawks and Eagles. I will be doing every single NFL playoff game, including the Super Bowl, including the national title game, LSU and Clemson. I will be your home for March Madness, as I'll be incorporating more college basketball and NBA basketball during the week. And we are going to have some fun on this channel. You don't want to miss out. Appreciate that, Isaiah Chavez. Thank you for joining the family. You're definitely an MVP. Pika Ria says 2 minutes left. Come on. Absolutely. We got 72 in the building. Let me know who you guys got. Put hashtag Whodat or hashtag Skol. Kai Johnson says, come on, Saints. Joseph Marshall says, hashtag Skol. Lizard Plays says, hashtag Saints. Jeffrey says, let's go Vikings. Blue Cloud, what's going on, brother? Says, hashtag Skol. Motor City Sports says, who dat? Pikaria says, Saints. Nick says, who dat? Gaines says, Saints. Kai Johnson says, who dat? Joseph Marshall says, I'm keeping my wrench. Greenwald Tree says, Vikes. Deem Dad says, Zimmer's D. Isaiah says, Skol. Lizard Play says, no more music. Blue Cloud says, let's go Vikings. Miss Ricky says, who dat, who dat? That one guy says, let's get a pick six for Vikings here.
Including the postseason for Breeze.
Scott Lozer says, thank you for the broadcast. Appreciate you for coming out. I do this all year long.
And then was tackled by Weatherly. A gain of 6.
All right, we got a gain of 6 for the Saints.
Progress stopped. Down inbounds. Clock still running.
Oh, absolutely. Shark strike.
2nd down and 4.
All right, Cook with the first down. Let's go.
The career long for Will Lutz, 58 yards. That means getting it to the 40 of the Vikings here, if that's what they have. Half this 43-yard try by Lutz was no good and broke a streak of 18 straight field goals made.
Just 16 more yards gets them in range, Joe, or at least to match his long.
Breeze has completed 11 straight passes. Kamara just lost his
a yard short.
With no chance to turn and go.
I think he was expecting to get hit based on the reaction of once he caught it.
All right, second and 1.
Off balance at the time he caught
109
it.
remaining.
He was expecting to get hit, but Vikings playing soft. They've given up some easy completions.
Ball got to get to the 46. And it did. Ball got to the 40. Let's go, Michael Thomas.
7 yards and a first down. Coverage by Smith.
Really good release by Michael Thomas. Off the line of scrimmage, allowing him to be able to make a play.
Breeze. Set to throw.
Throws Cook. Delivers a blow.
Got the first down. Just go down. There we go. Yeah.
Knocked down
30 seconds.
6-yard line after a catch and push of 14 yards.
30 seconds. Come on.
Try to clock this. They got more.
Got to clock it.
Just tying this thing up.
There you go. Nice job. Oh, what? Flag on the play.
We'll see who this is against. Remember, a running clock. If it's against the Saints, there'd be a 10-second runoff, or they can use their timeout. If it is for a false start, and we'll see as Trey Waynes is banged up. Mike?
Yeah, listen, even if they're not set and it's inside of 2 minutes with the clock running, then it converts to a false start and does create that 10-second runoff, which of course New Orleans could use that last time.
Offense. Our players did not get set prior to the ball being snapped. Inside 2 minutes, that shift turned into a false start that involves a 5-yard penalty and a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock for 21 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
So they're going to take 10 seconds off the clock. And you see that lunge there by Kamara down at the bottom. But the Saints could use their timeout.
They could, and he misspoke. You're going to run it down to 11 from the 21.
And now they're going to make sure this officiating crew, again, a mixed crew. These are not guys that work together all season long.
10-second runoff involved in this penalty. Thank you. The clock will start on my signal.
Key is, Joe, the clock's going to start on the ready for play. So as soon as Carl Cheffers chops his hand and gives the wine signal, the clock's going to start. And that's what he's telling Breeze right now. You need to be aware that when I blow the whistle, the clock is going to start.
And again, they could use their timeout and avoid the 10-second run.
But I like that they kept the timeout. It just keeps a lot more an option for them.
And this play is not there for Kamara.
All right, 7 seconds.
Remain.
You do have Drew
second and
Brees,
15.
If you use the timeout, you got to be real. You got to really trust your quarterback as you would. Drew
All right,
Brees,
Greenwall Tree, have a great day. Don't ruin that movie
now
for me
you're talking about a
when you
run
come
on the
back.
field,
Appreciate that.
Field goal attempt to tie this thing up, and there wasn't anything there. They thought maybe they could get in a little bit closer, and who knows, spring one, but. They keep the timeout, which gave them some more options within the play call. As it turns out, they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something to debate. Meanwhile, it'll be a 49-yard try here.
All right, 49 yards.
And Mike Zimmer.
Well, let's. The kick is up. The kick is good. Oh, he called a timeout.
You can read the lips. Zimmer saying, I called it 20 seconds ago, and they're letting him kick it anyway. And Lutz wants that ball back that he just put through the uprights. It didn't count. I don't know. I guess you and I just disagree. I would have avoided the 10-second runoff. Believe that they could get more yardage, go to the sideline,
All right.
even without the timeout.
49-yard attempt, part 2.
Here's a 49.
The kick is up.
And this one is good.
And it is good. 2 seconds remaining, folks. Woo! Let's go.
That was like a line drive off the foot of Will Lutz from 49 to tie the ball game.
Yes, it was. Pure clutch after the miss earlier and being able to bang this one through the pipes.
Made it by plenty.
Oh, absolutely. This game is insane.
Zimmer's going to his nails.
Shout out to all the Vikings fans. Shout out to all the Saints fans. I am going for the Saints in this game
It's like the NFC Championship game, Joe.
because I am a Detroit Lions fan.
With Brett Favre, quarterback in the Vikings.
And ironically, as you say, it's that same matchup, and that forced a rule change because it was the Saints who got the ball.
But I do want Drew Brees to win a Super Bowl, so I do have the Saints in the Super Bowl this year.
The Vikings never touched it. And now, unless there's a touchdown scored right out of the gate, both teams get a chance.
Hey, West Branch ball. He was okay. He's a first-time person. He only deserved a warning. But Kai Johnson, we do keep the chat clean. Stay in here.
And that'll do it for regulation. I believe 1 second should be on the clock.
Please put 1 second on the game clock. 1 second, please.
Really?
Okay.
They're going to
So
call
we'll get
1
one
second?
snap.
It doesn't even matter. They're probably going to take a knee, head into overtime,
In New Orleans. We were here
and
for
live to
that
fight
game.
another, possibly another
As
quarter.
fun an NFC Championship game, Troy, as you and I have ever covered, and it was Brett Favre as a Minnesota Viking.
What's
It
going
was
on,
Drew
Alyssa
Brees, Sean
Papuni?
Payton,
Hopefully I said your name correctly.
and that was like a heavyweight.
Says, "Let's
fight
go,
with those
Michael
two
Thomas."
teams And those two quarterbacks just trading blows, and man, they knocked Brett Favre all over this turf.
Well, looks like now they're gonna take a knee. I was wondering if they might try to take a shot on a Hail Mary. Maybe they
Okay, just as I said, they're going to take a knee and head into overtime.
Interference review. They're going to settle for a tie ball game here in regulation and take it into overtime.
So to overtime we go, and this is one of the big reasons why a guy like Mike Pereira is here to go through these rules.
Well, Joe, the rules are basically the same in the fact that both teams get a possession unless, of course, the first team scores a touchdown or there is a play that results in a safety. The difference is there is no time limit. So we're going to play another game, essentially, start a new
What's going on,
quarter,
EB?
which means that
EB?
each team gets 3 timeouts. And the difference, of course, in
Says
replay
Saints
is
always
that
be
all
doing this.
replay
Who dat?
is in charge of the replay official upstairs. There is no challenge. So we just basically play till we
We're
get a
about to
winner.
begin an overtime period that will continue until a winner has been determined. Fourth quarter timing rules are in effect. Each team gets 3 timeouts. The replay challenge will be initiated in the replay booth. It is sudden death unless the first possession ends in a field goal, at which time the opponent will have an opportunity to possess. Minnesota gets to call the toss. This is heads. This is tails. He's called heads. It is heads. They would like to take the ball first, and they're kicking this direction. Good luck.
So there you go. Kirk
All right, sorry about that, guys. I do got to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I am going to take a quick break. I got to go grab something. I will be back before the start of overtime. Alright, guys, I am back. So after this stream, I will be doing the Seahawks and Eagles. After that game, I will be doing the Pistons at the Lakers. So we're going to definitely have some fun. We got a great triple header. This first game is going into overtime, folks. Tied at 20. What's going on, Edwin? Says hi. Lizard Play says Bills versus Texans and Vikings and Saints both go into overtime. Absolutely. What's going on? Mr. Fresh Asian says, hey, what's going on? Alright, guys, don't be ruining it in the chat. Appreciate that. YouTube is 20 seconds behind.
Vikings will start the overtime with the football.
Alright, the kick is up.
At the 25.
Got touchback.
That Kirk Cousins had to sleep on last night. Think about coming in.
What's going on? The Gridiron Blitz says go Saints. Absolutely, let's go Saints.
Well, it is, but I think if during the week or coming into this game, if you had said that, hey, this game's going to be taken into overtime and you're going to get the opening possession to start overtime, I don't know
MH
that there's
Vlog
anyone
says
within the Vikings
Vikings
organization that
miracle.
would accept that. And here we are. And we'll see whether or not they're able to get Dalvin Cook going a little bit more than what they were able to there in that second half. Saints tighten some things down and have been a much
If
better
Minnesota gets a touchdown, they win.
Here's Cook.
All right, gain of about 3.
By Demario Davis and Cam Jordan, a gain of 3. And this is the first time there have been 2 wild card round overtime games. Houston beat Buffalo last night in overtime. 2nd and 7.
All right, 2nd and 7. Play action.
Cousins, Cook, a spinning catch short of a first down.
Okay.
Knocked out by Janoris
3rd
Jenkins.
and
Well, Kirk Cousins, they cover up Diggs pretty well. And then he immediately just gets the ball out of his hands. Thielen, on the other hand, he's right in the middle there. And there wasn't very many people even close to him.
okay, 3rd and 1.
I think he was left kind of wondering. I think Cousins was looking at that just saying, hey, get the ball out. Don't take a sack. Get something positive out of this. Make it a 3rd and short.
All right, we got to get a stop here.
Passing for the first down. That's Diggs.
Diggs got the first down.
Ball up to the 44. A gain of 10 on 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. You'd think they'd turn around and hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook in this situation. But Diggs is able to win inside, and Cousins delivers a perfect throw.
Play action. And this one might have been touched by Hendrickson. Pass incomplete on a screen for Cook.
All right, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
There for the Vikings, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it wasn't touched, it's a good thing. Or if it was, it's a good thing it was, because it was not going anywhere. In fact, they were probably going to lose some yardage.
A blitz off the edge, handoff to Cook.
Got the first down.
Janoris Jenkins was coming on a blitz, and Dalvin Cook takes it to the 45 of the Saints for 11 yards.
They're running away from the blitz, and inside the defensive tackle, he collapses down inside, and with Cam Jordan boxed in, it creates a heck of a lane then. That's the best run he's had since the first half.
All right, come on. Come on, Saints.
Cook up to 96 yards in the ball game on the ground. Play action, Cousins.
Get it, get it, get it. Oh, my goodness. Inside the 5 for Minnesota.
43 yards.
First and goal. What are you guys doing, New Orleans? Come on.
Patrick Robinson and Kirk Cousins, he sees it immediately. He's got the one-on-one look. This is the best throw of his career right here with what's on the line. And for him to be able to drop that right out of the sky, Thielen gets a couple steps, and he delivers it on the money. That's the throw.
I will be doing the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles next.
What a throw by Cousins, a catch by Thielen, who had that early fumble. Thielen, 7 catches, 129 yards, and one of his biggest catches in his 6-year career.
That's outstanding work. It's not only a great throw, but for Adam Thielen to be able to track this ball in the air the way that he was able to when it's coming in over his shoulder like that. Now, Marshawn Lattimore, he's been on Thielen throughout this game. He's over on the sidelines, and Patrick Robinson then is the one who draws the assignment. And here's the reason that Marshawn Lattimore wasn't in the game. The collision that he has there with Marcus Williams.
On that 11-yard carry by Dalvin Cook. And now all eyes are on Cook. This Vikings offense, can they end it here?
All right, first and goal, ball at the 2. All right, come on.
Cook doesn't get it.
No gain. Let's go.
Made the stop.
These linebackers have been awfully good.
Second and goal.
In the run game today, or at least in the second half. I mean, they kind of shut Dalvin Cook down in that second half, and they have finished off some of these defensive stops by filling the gaps, and they're going to have to do it a couple more times here.
Toss to Cook. Play gets
yes!
Cook's got back near the 5.
Tackle for a loss. Let's go.
And made that stop with help, a loss of 3, and now it's 3rd down and goal.
Greg Robertson, 52. He scrapes right off the edge, and he takes on the lead block. And
Except Detroit, if I wasn't online, I would be too.
2 good plays right there defensively down here at the goal line. What is Kevin Stefanski thinking here?
They gave Cook forward progress to the 4.
You got Rudolph up here at the top.
Cousins throws, passes.
Oh my goodness.
Kyle Rudolph and the Vikings are moving on.
And that is your final.
Absolute stunned silence here in New Orleans. The Saints wondering if there's going to be a review for a push-off. And how ironic would that be if they give that a look?
Well, he definitely extends the right arm, but from what we've seen throughout the year, you can't imagine that would be overturned. But, Mike, I'm going to defer to you.
Thanks. I'll give it back to you, Troy. This is one now that New York will look at. They have to make a decision. They have to make a decision on whether or not, A, there is pass interference, and is it big enough in the replay situation they have with pass interference now to call. Clearly he does get separation, and he does extend the arm.
And they are not going to look at it. And this is a final 26-20. Let's go down to Chris Myers.
All right, that is your final. Kyle Rudolph is the game-winning touchdown in overtime. But I will be doing the Philadelphia Eagles and Seattle Seahawks. So I do have to end this stream to set up for that one. If you want to hear this game, definitely hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and I will see you very soon. With that being said, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and I will see you there. And we will definitely be starting off that stream talking about this game.